know if you can hear me. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's happening, people? Crack-a-lacking. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? It is I, your friend, your one you wish you never had. What's going on, people? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Wagwan for the Wagwan, Wagwan for the Wagwan. Hope you're good wherever you are. Hope you are good wherever everyone is right now. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay, let me get this shit up on my phone as well so I can see and hear you guys. What's crack-a-lacking, people? What's crack-a-lacking? What's crack-a-lacking? Apologies for the delay. I had a bit of a long workout today. Got my 10,000 steps in, went on my run, all that malarkey. So apologies for the delay, But we are back, we are here, cooking like crack, ready to rock. Hope you're good wherever you are, guys. Hope you're all good. One second. What you guys saying? 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 Yo, big up Gamebred, I see you. Big up Case of Mods, I see you. Big up Silver Ranger, I see you. Don Dotter, I see you. Diana, I see you. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Josie, I see you. What's going on? Don Dotter, I see you. Don Dotter. Random show start time is all a farcy. Big up Stevie. Big up Jordan Ray. Oh my god, yeah, casual, you do, man. They're good, man. They're good. Once a week though. Once a week. I think I'll do it every Monday. I'll start doing it every Monday. Every Monday, I think that's how I'll get my week started. Once a week is good though, because I'm still feeling the effects. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still feeling the effects of that fucking full English. I'm still feeling the effects of that full English even till now. So I think once per week on a Monday to get the week started correctly after a long run, after a hard workout. Eat that, don't eat nothing else for the rest of the day and you're set. Honestly, bro, I am feeling tough. Big up Mr. Roger. It looks like you're streaming from prison. Yeah, could be, especially with this outfit on. Big up Mr. Roger, especially with this outfit on. Although I don't think they give you do-rags in prison, do they? Do they give you do-rags in prison? You could probably choke someone with a do-rag, innit? You could probably use as a weapon. I don't think they give you do-rags in prison. I don't think they give you do-rags. Definitely won't get sunglasses because I could definitely turn one of the fucking whatever into a shank, right? I could definitely scratch one of these things into a shank, innit? What are they called? Whatever these things are called on glasses. But I don't think they give you do-rags in prison. I'm pretty sure they don't give you a do-rag. But yeah, I do look like I'm in prison. It is what it is. I'm just reverting to my type, innit? I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, innit? That's what Chad would say. Chad would say I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing. Like I reach what are you guys saying here? What? Za the king of random lols. Yo, what's good, Stephen Castaneda? What's good, brother? Hope you're good. I didn't watch The Wire. Okay. I don't know, Mr. Roger, I'm not gonna lie. You saying I didn't watch The Wire is actually way more racist than what you said earlier. I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Roger, you assuming I'm in prison because of why I'm dressed is actually not as racist as you saying I didn't watch The Wire, thinking that I'm talking about The Wire. That's actually way more racist. Big up Mr. Roger. Yo, big up Don Dotto as well. There was that English breakfast so good it put him in a hand. Big up Don Dotto. English breakfast so good it put him in a hand virus coma. You're such an idiot. Big up Don Dotto. You're such an idiot. Big up Apocalypse. I see you. Big up Booth Pockets, I see you. Big up, big up, big up. Anyway, you guys are on. I see the chat is in. The chat is in cheeky time, isn't it? The chat is in cheeky time. The chat is in let's fucking razz and let's fucking poke fun at AZ. Okay, no worries, no worries. I see what time you guys are on. I see what time you guys are on. There's some racial slurs. Do you know what I mean? There's some stuff going on in there, but I'll let you guys do what you want because I'm late. I'm super late, so I'll let you guys do what you want. I'll let you guys do what you want. All right, cool. So let's get into it. Let's get into the show. So what are we going to start with? Okay, let's start with this. So do you guys remember the other day I mentioned this clip about what's her name? A clip about Jasleen. Do you guys remember? I said there's a clip about Jasleen where she's talking about IVF with fucking Akaash, and she said in the clip that her and Akaash were trying to have a kid. They were trying to have a kid, you know, the normal way, and it wasn't successful. And she was basically detailing the experience of how it was trying to conceive, and it was really bad how she said it because she made it sound like she wasn't like into Akaash being, you know, intimate with her. It was kind of a stressful time, and it was making her feel bad. Anyway, it was a bad clip, and she deleted it from her Instagram, right? Because I remember watching it on the Instagram. You know where I found it? God bless fucking Unique. God bless Unique. Unique ripped it. So the video that she deleted from her Instagram, Unique managed to rip it on his YouTube. So I'm going to play this video of her basically sounding like she doesn't enjoy having adult fun time with fucking Akaash. This is a crazy clip. I'm surprised this hasn't gone more viral. But this is an insane clip. And again, just think, right? Akaash just had to quit Flagrant, in part due to her being embarrassing and all that malarkey. And I just don't know why she doesn't just shut up. Not in like an offensive way. I don't know why she just doesn't shut up. Like, he's quit the podcast, bro. Like, he quit the podcast to kind of, in one part, save the marriage. In one part, to protect her so she doesn't keep getting attacked. Yet she's still on social media, divulging all this unnecessary detail, all this TMI information that we don't need to know about what they get up to in the bedroom, about how Akaash is, performance. Well, it's just really, really, really bad in my humble opinion. And I just feel sad for Akaash. I know some people don't, because he's a big boy and he says some things in the past, but other people, I just feel bad for him because he's clearly putting up with this because this is the first girl he's ever been with. Forget a girl that people think is attractive. This is probably the first girl he's ever fucking been intimate with at all. So his mind's all frazzled, I think. But this clip just made me sad. I'm not gonna lie, this clip just made me sad. I wasn't even like happy to see it. This clip just made me sad because I didn't understand why she was sharing all this intimate fucking information. So big up Unique for the clip. Big up fucking Unique for the clip, for ripping it. He's a legend. Akaash Singh's wife celebrates ruining his career and exposes him. Let's play this clip.
So in short, the reason we decided to do IVF is because shit wasn't really working. Me and my husband were actually trying for quite a bit, and I remember it was just so anxiety inducing and so stressful. One time during trying, I literally had a full-blown panic attack, and it was like, please just finish. And my husband was like, I love you, but like I literally can't when you're in this much distress.
Please just finish. I was in distress. So what, you were crying and not in a good mood, and like, what is this? Why are you telling us this information? I don't even want to try to understand and psychoanalyze this. Why is she doing this to us? Why is she doing this? Not forget us. Why is she doing this to her husband? Why is she doing this to her fucking husband? Why are you doing this to your husband? Why? I don't get it. Like, what the fuck has Akaash done behind the scenes? What do you think Akaash does to her day to day? Because all I see is Akaash just giving her his Amex. All I see is Akaash giving her his Amex. I'm not even sure if she pays a bill in the house. I know that. I'm not even sure if she even contributes to a single bill. It looks like Akaash literally just gives her everything. Yet she can't stop exposing, embarrassing, and just divulging unnecessary information that we don't need to be privy to. oh, we decided to go the IVF route because my husband couldn't. What is she like saying? The husband couldn't get her pregnant. She couldn't get pregnant. Like what? What is this? What is this? What is this story? Why are you even sharing this? You can share your story about your IVF journey without divulging all of this information. That's obviously going to be helpful for people out there, right? Especially people within their community of Indian people. Sharing your journey with IVF is going to be important. Fair enough. Some people are going to, you know, relate to it. They're going to get some help for it. But do you need to do all this?
So concerned that we were like wasting nights, that I was ovulating. It was just a nightmare. And he was like, let's just take a break. It's not good for you. It's not good for us. Like, I can see how much this is impacting you. I was seeing how much it was impacting me. I was internalizing everything. I was like, there's something wrong with me. Not only is my body not working, but my brain is not even functioning properly. I hate myself. I just horrible, like, self-loathing and internalizing so many negative feelings towards myself. I had been working with a therapist, but this time I was like, hey, like, what is going on with me? Like, why is everything so hard? Why is my brain so loud? Like, why can't I get these thoughts, like, to just stop?
You never heard any of this stuff. There was never this self-doubt. There was never this self-loathing. There was never this self-hate when she was talking about hooking up with guys in college. I know it's different hooking up and trying to have a baby. I get it. But still, the contrast in the way that she's speaking about this and how she speaks about her time in college is very, very stark and very obvious to me. Fucking hell. Akaash is a stronger man than me, mate. Akaash is a stronger man than me. Like, even if I didn't have the strength to leave her, because I think some men are also really bad at breaking up with people. Some men are really bad. Like, I know for me, in my personal experience, I usually don't, I usually don't say the words I want to leave. I'll usually just do something to kind of just make it irreversible, I think most men are like that, right? We just press the fucking self-destruct button. We just fucking push the button down on our fucking suicide vest and go, fuck it. But I think even if it was me and I was a man that was scared, if I was Akaash of leaving her or whatever, I wasn't brave enough, I think I'd be so depressed that it would get to a point where she'd want to leave me, I'd be so depressed. I'd be so bummed out watching these clips, seeing how people talk about my wife, seeing how people talk about me. I'd just be so glum and gloomy and just a fucking black hole of emotion that the other person will just be like, you know what, I can't do this. That's how I'd be, at least. I don't think I'll be able to put up with it day to day, like, because this woman is just like, I mean, you quit a podcast to kind of give yourself and your marriage a bit of respite, and here she is divulging more unnecessary details to the world.
Long story short, met with 3 different psychiatrists and found out that my anxiety my OCD was really masking itself as anxiety. That explained so much, having that diagnosis of why my thoughts were so reiterative and repetitive, and why I would get these like awful intrusive thoughts and so on and so forth. So I really doubled down with my psychiatrist on like specific exercises that I could do for my OCD. I had a treatment plan with my psychiatrist on like what medication would work best, Lexapro, and like what dose. From there, I feel like everything just started to change for me because I was really focused on myself, my mental health, my value.
By the way, is this normal? I don't know. Is this normal for people? Is there anyone in the stream chat that's Indian? I feel like this is very strange. Is anybody in the stream chat Indian? Because I feel like Indian people don't do this sort of stuff. Like, especially on social media. I don't know, I'm just looking at it thinking, hold on, this is not very common, I feel like, for an Indian person to be like on social media divulging all of this stuff. Like, what is this? Forget all the intimate bedroom stuff, but just generally like your mental health and this psychiatrist, this, like, it's very odd. I feel like they don't do that sort of stuff. I feel like they're very like prideful, private people. Like, what is this? Like, who is she? Okay, I'm half, she's barely Indian. Okay, fair enough. Pick up Asada says, you don't get it, AZ. Her OCD was turning into anxiety. She's been doubling down on meds That's why she needs to buy a Mew Mew to ruin her husband's life. Exactly. I don't get it.
Values, okay, what do I value? Like, I really want to be happy. I want to feel at peace. I want to spend time with the people I love. I just like had the most magical year after that, and lo and behold, that's when I found content creation.
Yeah, big up Robert Henry Poet. I think it's okay to have a public journal just as long as you keep putting out words of public. I mean, some of the shit good to get out of the open. Brother, that's not what I'm saying. Robert Henry Poet, that's not what I'm saying. People from this type of culture, people from this type of background in general are not usually open like this when it comes to these type of things. This is just not a thing that is done. It's very kind of frowned upon to be talking about your marriage, talking about your relationship, talking about your mental health, even talking about your job, the money you make. Like, you keep it very, very private to yourself. Same with African families. I think same with most immigrant families. It's not really something that you do, or immigrant cultures. So that's why I'm just surprised. Like, why is she even saying all this stuff online? Like, are your parents okay with this? You know?
You have a gun?
Yo, big up Michael.
She's an Americanized Indian, bruh.
Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I've just never been exposed to like an Indian American. I didn't know because in this country, the country I'm in now in the UK, Indian people are, even though they're British and stuff and they're from here, they're still very, very much Indian, you know, in terms of how they kind of, interact with their family, the way they talk, the way they behave. So there's not a lot of this. Like, this is the first time I've seen one, like, in my life. This is the first time I've seen an Indian that's like, Western, proper Western. This whole me thing, the embarrassing your husband in public by divulging all this unnecessary sexual details. Like wow, yeah. Are you not worried you might get punished by, like, because the Indians I know that are her age are still getting beat by their parents. Especially the girl, they get disciplined by their parents. So that's how I know she's like American Indian, because she's not even afraid of her parents finding out that she's talking about this stuff on the internet.
You have a gun?
Yeah, big up Stephen Casanova.
My bad, but did you watch the Kevin Hart roast?
Yeah. I'm gonna upload something about it tomorrow. I'm gonna do a video about it tomorrow. I'm gonna put it on Patreon tomorrow. I was actually meant to do it today, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it, Stephen Casanova. I'm gonna upload a watch along on it on Patreon. So keep an eye out for that. Big up Stephen Casanova.
I really wanted to find something that I was like passionate about, I could find fulfillment in. It was just such a magical like first year, end of 2024, beginning of 2025. Then I had a routine check-in with my OBGYN, and she was like, I'm so happy for you, but we should really talk about freezing your embryos. After 35, I'm 32 now, your, I guess, maternal health or fetal health can start to decline. So if you don't want to get pregnant between 30 to 35, which me and my husband were discussing, like, I don't want to rush into this next chapter. We didn't have like a set age, but we were like, hey, we're kind of enjoying like our lives right now and like just the flexibility we have. I also have a lot.
We or you?
Of nieces and a nephew, so we have like so much time with kids. It's like, I love that for you, but let's just make sure we basically have collateral, like we have this stuff in the freezer, so when you do want to get pregnant, you can go about this process. And clearly we spent a lot of time trying naturally. It didn't seem to work, so it seemed like we were like going down the IVF road anyways. So this embryo freezing process is actually like the first half of IVF.
I've had enough of her talking. I don't care. I've had enough of her talking. I just wanted to play that first bit in the beginning. I'm just like, this woman's her husband's biggest op, man. Like, they can say what they want about the Flagrant community or the Flagrant podcast fans being right wing, being neo-Nazis, being white supremacists, whatever nonsense that she said, right, about the Flagrant community. Let's say they are. Let's say the Flagrant podcast fans are all of the above. I still think, even if the Flagrant podcast fans are all the above, they're all fucking Nick Fuentes reincarnated, they're all fucking Chud the Builder fans, she's still Akaash's biggest op. She is still Akaash's biggest op, is the woman he sleeps next to. The woman that sleeps in his bed every single day is his biggest op. This woman hates her more than the biggest Akaash hater. The biggest knee slapper hater does not hate Akaash more than this lady. Like, crazy the way that she acts and behaves, man. And the really disappointing thing about it is that like everything that she's like enjoying from their life or from the life that he's helped them build or they built together, whatever, she's destroying with the things that she's saying. She doesn't even have to play her role. It's like, sister, like, part of the reason why you can buy so much Miu Miu is because this guy's a stand-up comedian and people like him and want to support him and shit. The more you talk, the more people are not going to like him because they're going to be like, hold on, why is he with you if you're a bozo? If you're a bozo, if you're bad for him, then it makes him look bad and they're going to stop supporting him. So you're actually damaging the brand. You're actually harming the ability that he has to buy you fucking expensive stuff. If anything, the more you shut up, the more nice things you're going to get. The potential, it will never fucking end. But she doesn't understand that. That's a really strange thing about it. It's like, at least be selfish with your own needs and just shut up just because you want new shoes. But she doesn't stop. The guy fucking ended the pod and she's still out here yapping. Fucking hell. Anyway, big up them, innit? Big up them. Love makes you do strange things, man. Love makes you do strange things. Alright, cool. Let's get through some clips. So, there's some clips here that I haven't. Let's do some ones I didn't finish actually. Oh, geez, there's so many in it. God damn. Okay, cool. No, there's one here. So let's do this one. This is from TFATK episode number 1187. TFATK TFATK on Blake Lively v Justin Baldoni, that's meant to say, and Stefon Diggs a court case verdict. So let's hear what they have to say about this. I'm curious. Actually, I forgot about this. Actually, what did they say?
Let's not. All right, I'm bored already. Let's watch. I want to see. I don't want to see that either.
That's a whole.
It's telling Usain Bolt. Are you sure?
But you can imagine it. You know, Steven Seagal's.
Started to talk about it now. You want to hear it?
Nah, not really. I lost all energy.
I know. All right.
Is that it, Chin? Steven Seagal kind of sucks.
Sure, that's it.
Remember he's all chubby teaching Putin fucking moves and shit?
Yeah. Whole thing's weird, man.
You know, I'm wondering actually, now I've seen this set. Like, Brendan definitely doesn't care for TFATK in it, because the Schaub show's got this really nice, like, spray painted, no, not nice, but like, you know, he got someone to spray paint the back of the wall. The camera's set up really well. There's depth going on there that Brendan always talks about. Like, he's actually tried. Like, with the Schaub show, he's like, I'll show you. I think, let's see if I can get it up on here. With the Schaub show, he's actually like tried to make it look presentable, you know?
He's big and he's.
Oh my god, is that the intro music? Hold on, what is that? What the fuck is that?
He's big and he's brown. The big brown. Break down.
Wow, man, the budget is not budgeting, innit? That's like a me edit. That's like something that that looks like something that I would edit. The budget is not the same anymore. What the fuck? Who's that even singing? And who'd made this? This was like something Chin made or something.
He's big and he's brown. The big brown. Break down.
Is that produced by Chin, isn't it? Yeah, Chin Sue Yi, yeah. Definitely, someone should definitely sue Yi. Someone should definitely sue Yi for this fucking production, for this fucking graphics. Like, god damn, Chin.
Down.
Nigga skin looks like a fucking Brillo pad, isn't it? Chin's skin out here looking like a Brillo pad. Why I going for this? Jesus Christ, Chin's skin out here looking like a Brillo pad. Fucking hell.
Down.
What the fuck is that random thing there? What's that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Monday morning, man.
Yeah, see, look how much better the camera even looks. I think maybe it's the lighting. So he definitely doesn't care about the fucking TFATK as much as he does Schaub show. He definitely puts way more thought into this, but I think he's also copying a little bit of who's that guy? Who's that one guy? I forgot that guy's name again. The white guy used to be an MMA fighter, and he does a show himself, and he like sits in a room by himself in a chair and talks about UFC and shit. I forgot his name. I think he's kind of copying that sort of set design as well a little bit, making it dark. I forgot his fucking name. Fuck it, big up Brian Laura, you're an idiot. Big up Brian Laura, you are an idiot. What's the guy's name again? I forgot his fucking name. Anyway, it don't matter. But yeah, that's it, Chael Sonnen. That's it, Chael. Big up, super big as yeah. I feel like he's kind of copying the essence of what Chael Sonnen does with how his sets are. They're a bit dark, like there's, you know what I mean, spotlight type of thing. But fuck, you know, that intro music was terrible.
Hey, 11th, we are so back, fam. The UFC is back. It's a UFC summer. It's a white boy summer. It's a white.
And he tries way harder on this show, by the way. He tries way harder to go viral too. He's very performative. He's like all animated and screaming and making faces and stuff and gesticulating and moving his hands everywhere. He definitely tries to be entertaining and to go viral way more on here than he does on TFATK. TFATK definitely got some emotions. Weirdly enough, Brendan has definitely checked out TFATK. I think he sees more longevity, more runway, more money making opportunities with this than he does with TFATK, because he definitely is a bit more amped up on here.
White boy American summer. Strickland got it done. Strickland freaking got it done. Doesn't it feel like the old days right now? That we have something to be excited about. You got great fights coming up. It's just a good time to be a UFC fan, man. It's a good time. And I knew this fight was going to kick ass because it translated from hardcore and online stuff. It translated to the casuals. I can't tell you. I know how big a fights can be.
I love when this insistence of talking about, like, brother, you are a casual. He's always talking about UFC casual fans, like as if like he's this like highfalutin fucking expert. You are a casual yourself. Your opinions are fucking dog shit. Your breakdowns are fucking amateur hour, if that. He's always going on about the casuals. You are a casual. Like, your show is basically the UFC casual hour, if you think about it. It's the UFC casual fucking hour, really.
If I'm at the baseball field and before the fights, Dad's like, who do you got tonight? Oh, man, you think you're going to get it done, man? How about Hamza? And it's like, whoa, these.
Hold on, watching him on mute, he looks like he's a little bit special needs, isn't it? If you watch him on mute, he's moving around. Looks like something wrong with him. Look, let's watch him on mute. Look how he's moving his head and body around. Look, he's like a little bit like. He's like an overgrown child, isn't it? Really, he's like 44, but he's got the body mechanics and behavior of like a 10-year-old. Ooh. Like, why are you talking? Just talk normally. What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Yeah, like, look, he's always moving, like he's way more animated than moving his hands. You don't need to listen to what he has to say because it's fucking nonsense. But yeah, there's way more all this shit going on here. So much more performative than he really is on thingy. You don't need to hear what he has to say because it's all fucking nonsense. But yeah, interesting, isn't it? How much more performative he is on here than TFATK. Anyway, let's stop out there. Let's go back to the clips.
You think Blake Lively's done?
Yeah, no one wants anything to do with her anymore.
Wow.
You don't think there's any comeback for her?
She's like an Amber Heard now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how he's, sorry, just to go through this again. Look how he's sitting. This will never not be funny, man. That's not comfortable. That is not comfortable at all. He definitely doesn't want to let his feet swing around in the air anymore. He's so self-conscious about the feet swinging. Honestly, the TFATK trolls are fucking horrible, man. The TFATK trolls on the Reddit, they're fucking horrible. He will never let his feet dangle anymore. He's never gonna let his feet dangle. Look how forward he's sitting on the chair. Oh, so funny, man. Oh, fuck's sake.
What about
because Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, people love Baldoni.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Yeah, she
Ryan Reynolds is so powerful though. I feel
That's not true though. It's quite split, isn't it? Some people hate Blake Lively, but they also think Justin Baldoni is a bit of a douchebag. It's like one of those things where it's like both people in this case are pretty hard to root for. But obviously Blake Lively being the one people maybe hate the most. But I don't think Justin Baldoni came out of that case spraying like flowers either. I just think people just hate Blake Lively a lot. But that just doesn't mean that Justin guy is, you know, someone you should be rooting for. Or whatever, who gives a fuck really, but yeah.
Feel like he could put herself.
A lot of people are angry with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, the internet doesn't give a fuck. The internet's like, you know what? Because she got a lot of backlash.
No, because he's part of, like, I don't know as much of the story as you probably do, but from what I've read online.
Don't worry, Nick. Brian doesn't know anything.
Is people saying that, like, Ryan Reynolds might have had something to do with, like, this takedown of Baldoni.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Well, did you see what happened to Stefon Diggs? Do you know what's going on with him?
Yep.
He had that chef who worked for him, and she said he sexually assaulted me, he choked me, beat me up, and they go to court. It was either today or yesterday.
It was big too.
And they're having a testimony, and they have video of her.
They're having a testimony. It's fucking crazy. It's an interesting way to phrase that, isn't it? They're having a testimony.
Supposedly, when she said the incident happened, there's video of her at the time, like dancing, having fun, and her thing is, she said he promised her a restaurant, and he was like, that never happened. But he was going to get 5 years for domestic violence,
and it was all bullshit.
All fake.
Yeah, of course.
Bapa does a terrible job trying to copy Chael.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, of course. He definitely does a terrible, but he's definitely trying to do it. You can tell. Based on how the set is, you can kind of tell what he's trying to do. It's very Chael-like. Actually, let me just quickly check Chael. Let's do Chael Sonan. The podcast, right? Of how he sits down and shit. His own channel. There he is here, right? Yes, there's definitely some. Not that. Let's see. Has he got live streams? 2 years ago. Cool. Let's just see his regular thing where he's talking long form about the UFC and shit. Oh, not super long. Okay, let's do. Yeah, see, yeah, it's definitely given. Yeah, don't get me wrong. He's got more of a green screen thing going on, but there's definitely something he's doing. You know, similar sort of vibes. Yeah. Fucking no Chael's on, man. The neck. Don't take a breather. Like, why is he so red there? Like talking. Like, god damn. Relax, Chael. Relax.
Lost sponsors.
Yeah, what a surprise!
Fucked
and you lose everything before nobody even looks into it. They're like, just believe her, and you get your fucking life fucked up.
Bryan Callen, I'm sorry. I know he's a bit angry, and he's remembering the case. He's remembering his own cancellation, and the Stefon Diggs case is stirring up some really, a lot of bad feelings, a lot of resentment. But you, unfortunately, Bryan Callen, cannot compare yourself to Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs is a bit of a dog, right? I saw a bit of that court case. I watched it pan out, and it's fair to say Stefon Diggs fucks a lot. It's fair to say Stefon Diggs doesn't believe in the idea of monogamy, right? But Stefon Diggs had one thing on his side. He had many, many witnesses in that house that got on the stand and basically said whatever assault that lady said she went through did not happen on their watch. They did not see anything. So Bryan Callen can get all angry and irate and spit further. This is what it is. Women be lying. Women lie. Men never lie. Don't believe women. Bro, if you want to be like Stefon Diggs, you too should maybe get some people to fight, to try and defend you, to basically attest for you not being a rapist, for you not being an abuser, for you not being a creep, for you not being a sexual harasser. That's what you need to clear your name. You know what I mean? So he's getting, like, whenever these stories come up, he always gets really triggered and annoyed and pissed off. It's like, brother, your case is not the same. You didn't even defend yourself. Bryan didn't even defend himself and offer an explanation as to what could have happened on those occasions those women said he did something untoward. He didn't even defend himself. You say, oh, I didn't do it. Okay, but what happened then? You have to explain at least what happened if you want to get your career back. You can't just say I didn't do it. That doesn't work that way. So Stefon Diggs had some witnesses come on the stand and defend his honor to a certain extent. Bryan Callen should have done the same, but it's too late now.
That happened with the baseball player,
It
right?
happened at Baldoni. The minute she filed a complaint,
Dropped everything.
WME dropped him. They all
You're talking
dropped
about
him.
Trevor Bauer.
That's what they're meant to do, though. Honestly, Bryan Callen thinks we live in a world where if you have an allegation against you, your agency is meant to stand by. That's how it goes. That's why it's important not to have allegations. The way that these fucking talent agents, these fucking production companies, these networks drop you, I think is a caution. Like, for instance, in a perfect world, maybe WME, CAA wouldn't drop their clients just based off an allegation, right? You let the fucking due process kind of play out the way it is. But given what's on the line, given the reputational damage it could do for an agency if they had somebody on their books who was accused of something and then got found guilty later, it's better off that they just cut you and then hope that you get found not guilty and then they can re-sign you again. That's simply what happens. It's not that big of a deal. Bryan's trying to exist in a world where these companies stand by their fucking, their clients. It's not that deep. Yes, a great actor is a great actor, but they can find a new person kind of in the scene pretty quickly that they can represent and probably underpay when need be. But yeah, I don't get that. Oh, just stand by them. Then you lose everything. It's like, yeah, duh. If you get accused of domestic violence, if you get accused of being a rapist, you probably should lose everything until you can prove you didn't do it. It's not fair, but it's the best way to kind of resolve those issues for now.
He just threw a no-hitter too.
Yeah.
And
and then the girl
and
basically
it was
no-hitter.
proved it was bullshit with Trevor Bauer, and they never gave him a chance.
and he never got it back, right?
No, they fucking ruined his whole life.
Cy Young, bro. He won the Cy Young.
Yeah, some scumbag, two scumbags, scumbags.
Was he on the Padres?
He was on the Dodgers, right?
He's on the dot.
I'm a little bit, that story is true. I'm a little bit, I don't know how to say, I'm a little bit like unsure what the solution is in these type of situations. Like the Stefon Diggs one's a good example. That woman obviously lied about Stefon Diggs hitting her. There was no evidence to show that he hit her, no corroborating witnesses, nothing, right? So most likely it did not happen. And there are some people online that say, oh, if you're a woman and you accuse a man falsely of doing something untoward to you, you should do the same time that they were facing, which I think is a bit crazy, but just some sort of punishment should be levied out so that it can dissuade, I guess, women from coming up and making false allegations. But the problem is, I don't think it happens as often as people say. I think the statistics of women coming up with fake allegations against men is pretty low, I'd say, in all intents and purposes, because I know the statistics for women reporting any type of violent sexual crime in the first place is very low. So I don't think there's like all these women out there conspiring to take men down, There are some bad ones, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's as widespread a problem as people make it seem as. But maybe there does need to be some sort of deterrent to make sure that people don't just file these nonsense lawsuits or whatever to try and get people hammed up when nothing actually happened. But I just think in this type of conversation, given what they've all gone through, I don't think they have any place to stand on. Neither of these people, no one in this group has anything to stand on. They should have defended, especially Bryan at his age. He really should have defended. He really should have gone to the fucking ends of the earth to clear his name. Given how hard Bryan Callen found it operating in Hollywood, despite being a very early Rogan person, being around the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory, the ha-ha, the hee-hee, whatever, he was there. Bryan should have definitely made more out. He definitely should have went to the every ends of the earth to try to clear his name. He shouldn't have let that shit fucking play out the way it played out, But hey, here we are.
Who's Dodger?
Dodgers, and then he also.
I think when women like that should be
Reds.
put, I think when you find out they lied, I think they should do the amount of time that they accuse somebody of.
At least a year.
More than that. I'd put him in jail for 10. Fuck you.
He pitched no hitter with a lot. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Bryan Callen. He's really angry, isn't it? I'll put him in jail for 10. Fuck that. Jesus Christ, Callen. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Again, why didn't you defend yourself, Bryan Callen? You're too old. You should have definitely defended yourself.
Yeah, Cincinnati Reds.
Wow.
2020 Cy Young. Yeah, but so he signed with the Long Island Ducks and threw a no fucking hitter. I just don't get why a team went to. You know how hard it is to find good pitching? It's so hard to find. I just don't know why they wouldn't take a shot on him when you know it's all bullshit.
It also when
It proved it was bullshit.
with those bullshit things, nothing ever comes. Like remember there was a girl who
Brendan just talking to Nick is hilarious, by the way. I love how Brendan talks to Nick and then Nick talks to Callen. I find that really funny. I do like that. I do like that dynamic. Brendan's always talking to Nick and then Nick talks to Callen to keep him involved.
Find good pitching. It's so hard. I just don't get why a team went to. You know how hard it is to find good pitching? It's so hard to find. I just don't know why they wouldn't take a shot on him when you know it's all bullshit.
It also when
It proved it was bullshit.
with those bullshit things, nothing ever comes. Like remember there was a girl who was with Poton that like she was trying to take down Poton.
Said he was,
Yeah, and then you see,
and then she was trying to sell her OnlyFans.
Yeah, then you see on Twitter, she's.
We got B Mullery. This shit is boring as hell. Like the stream, please. I have to sit through these, watch these whole episodes to get these clips. So like the stream. I know this is boring as hell. So just imagine how boring my life is when I have to sit here and watch the whole thing to get these clips. So if you appreciate me going through this boring content to give you more boring slop content, please like the stream.
Gagging on some guy's dick.
Yeah.
well, the MMA fan base is like, get the fuck. They're educated. They've seen this.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah,
like,
but she
"Get the
accused
fuck-"
nothing happens to that
accused him
girl.
basically of anal,
Yeah, I mean the UFC. You're dealing with a different animal.
But if
Like
it's
if Trevor
Hollywood-
Bauer was a UFC fighter, he'd be your
yeah,
champ.
if it was
He'd be
Hollywood
back.
or anything else like that, you're just so done before you even get out of the gates.
No, they're not
Like
giving you a
it's
chance.
done. You're done.
As it should be. The stakes are high. That's, in my opinion, I think it's not fair, right? In one sense, maybe it should go through the courts or whatever before you're really kind of like lose your representation and all that malarkey. But I still think the best way to keep people on their best behavior is for the consequences to be this. If you get yourself in a situation or in a place where you can be accused of something, yes, you're going to lose everything. That will probably keep you on the straight and narrow for most of your career. Because you know if you make one misstep, you could lose everything, even if you didn't make it on purpose. So I think they actually maybe have found the best solution to kind of have people behave in the best way possible. Make them scared, by just showing them examples of if you misstep, then you're out, and you don't ever come back no matter how talented you are. And that's the thing Bryan doesn't get. There's way more talented people out there who have been cancelled for far less than Bryan has, who have not come back. Look at fucking Ari Hammer. Look at that Ari Hammer guy. He's a pretty decent actor. What did he get cancelled for? For like biting girlfriends or something, being into like a bit of, I don't know, a bit of BDSM shit in terms of sex play. I don't think it was anything he did towards women that they didn't want to do, but I just think, they were maybe a bit freaked out by some of the stuff he was into. But it wasn't under duress or anything from what I can remember. That Ari Hammer guy hasn't been seen since on the big show, I don't think. He's not acting at all. I think last time I saw him, I think he was podcasting. And he's like a good looking guy. He's fairly decent actor and shit. Young, way younger than Bryan Callen, and his career has never come back again. So Bryan, I don't know. I just think he needs to kind of accept reality, man. The Hollywood thing is gone. You miss your opportunity to defend yourself. Enjoy whatever time you have left doing what you're doing now, but let's not cry about things that aren't going to change anytime soon.
Like with Baldoni, he had an award from this women's group. By the way, they call him a feminist. He's kind of full of shit with his like fucking, he's a female ally. The fuck out of here. He's annoying.
Did he say that though because of what was happening?
No, he annoys me. I saw a speech, man. He was always annoying, takes himself way too seriously. I think he's full of shit. He's not my favorite person.
A lot of actors are like that.
Jesus Christ, man. You could tell he's on the outside, innit? You could tell he's on the outside looking in. So much hate. You could tell he's on the outside looking in. So much hate. Justin Baldoni, fuck him and his full head of hair. And he's 20 years younger. Jesus Christ, so much hate. I get it, because he's not involved. But Jesus Christ, Bryan, you gotta rein it in a little bit.
But you can see that there's, like, he has receipts, man. There wasn't, he might be clumsy, but there was none of that sexual harassment bullshit.
No, wasn't he constantly bringing up his wife whenever
Yes,
Blake was like,
yes. Yes, and he shows the text. He kept all the texts.
Well, at least they don't have to pay anything.
But the main thing is she and Ryan Reynolds apparently tried to ruin his. They tried to destroy him and take the movie.
And Taylor Swift was involved.
Yep. She
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
What does she have? What's she doing?
She's best friends with Blake Lively.
Yep.
And there's
Really?
in the text thread. They thought she was going to have to.
I didn't hear about that.
In Discovery, when you go to a lawsuit, one of the reasons that you don't want to go to trial is because all that shit comes out.
Your
Sure.
text, everything.
And so they were like, let's just settle out of court. This is bad for both of us. It's so expensive. And that was it. And then they both are like, we're committed
What a
to
what a
workplaces.
mishap.
Like,
What a mishap by her. What? Because she was beloved. People loved Blake
dude.
Lively.
And then they saw the real her.
Cause you follow this case more than me. What was her angle? Why?
I don't think that's true. I don't think Blake Lively is ever beloved, to be fair. If I remember, I don't really pay attention to her too much, but I've always seen thumbnails of videos, people taking the piss out of her for her horrible outfits and just generally not liking her personality. I don't think Blake Lively was ever loved, to be honest.
Like
She wanted to take the movie away from him. She wanted the movie
He
from him.
wrote and directed it, and she wanted to take the movie away.
She wanted her cut. She wanted to have her cut. He wanted his cut. And then she basically cut him out of the movie at the premiere. She goes,
You know, just observation. You know when there's like two friends who both know different bits of the story, don't between you two, like, so how can I describe this? I feel like this is something that happens a lot in friendship groups, right? Sometimes there's more than one person that knows what they're talking about when it comes to a particular topic. Usually though, if you're in a group setting, whoever knows the most will just say the whole thing, or you'll choose who to defer to. You won't keep both answering the questions, you know? So Nick doesn't know nothing about this case, so Nick's asking questions, and they both know bits and pieces about the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni thing, but they're both answering. Usually in those type of situations, you defer to one, but they're both doing it. It's a very strange thing. I don't think I've ever seen that in real life. Usually one person just like, okay, cool, let me just answer the questions, let me just, you know what I mean, let me summarize, let me give this guy the cliff notes. But they both, oh no, yeah, because this, because that, and Taylor Swift. It's like, why are you like? It's as if they're acting like neither is there. I don't know. It's just odd. It's just a strange thing. Just maybe it doesn't mean much, but yeah.
I will not appear in any pictures with him. So he and his family were down in the basement, and she was up on the thing with Ryan Reynolds and everybody. Yeah, and everybody noticed it. And then Ryan Reynolds and her both stopped following him on Instagram. So all the sleuths were like, "What the fuck?" Meanwhile, the movie made $500 million. Like,
Jesus, he knows a lot about this, isn't it? Usually Callen's usually he looks a lot like Tintin here, by the way. He looks a lot like fucking Uncle Tintin there with the dark eyes. Yeah, he looks a lot like Tintin here. I'm not gonna lie. Does he dye his eyebrows? He knows a lot about this, isn't it? Like, he definitely hates Justin Baldoni because he knows a lot about this case.
they would have both gone on to huge stardom, and now they're, you know.
if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Is the movie not about harassment, like a relationship?
It's about
harassment?
domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
And he was directing it because he'd read the book, and he lobbied the author to let him direct it, and then so now he's directing it.
Well, at
He
least
was also an ally for women.
hopefully
all this
someone takes a shot on him.
shit. Look, they're both.
What's wrong with being an ally to women, by the way? Callen hates anybody that's sincere, innit? What is wrong with being an ally to women? Like, why is Callen so like pissed off that this guy wasn't allied to women? Like, what? Wouldn't you want to be an ally to women too? Or I don't know. Yo, this cancellation of Callen in Hollywood has turned into a very bitter old man. Fucking hell. He's an ally to women. He loves to fucking, protect and defend kids from rough backgrounds. The hate is pouring out of him.
Both. They're both products of the Hollywood machine.
Yep.
They're
And he
both
caught up
like
to him.
super ambitious. They could give a fuck about anybody else. It's all about them.
What a shame too, because
Bro, isn't it all about you too, Callen? Callen acting as if like he's not in that world himself. Oh, it's all about them. That's you too, bro.
Ryan Reynolds has been like the most likable guy in Hollywood.
Deadpool.
Look, he's with Deadpool revived his career. He's really great. funny, but you know, a lot of these people are just
You hear horror
narcissists.
stories about Ryan
those two.
Reynolds.
Really?
Horror stories
Like about him or to him?
about him.
Really?
Yeah.
I love when he does this, by the way. I love when Brendan does this like vague thing where he acts as if like he's got in the inside scoop on somebody. Brother, you've never worked with Ryan Reynolds. You've never probably met him. You've probably heard something anecdotally from somebody else. But I love when he does this, when he acts like he's like this Hollywood insider. You know? I think people have been saying this about Ryan Reynolds ever since he married Blake Lively, to be fair. Because he's such a nice guy, most people have been saying, which I think is kind of accurate, if you're a purported nice guy but you marry a woman that a lot of people think is a bitch, most likely people have said that behind the scenes, most likely Ryan Reynolds is probably just as bad, if not worse, than Blake Lively. But he's probably better at hiding it. So he's probably better at looking, you know, and act coming across like the nice guy. But behind the scenes, he's probably just as bad and vindictive and whatnot as like fucking Blake Lively is. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Any that could be said?
What's the comic that we had on? What's the comic on Deadpool?
Oh, TJ Miller.
TJ Miller. Yeah. Ask TJ about it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well, TJ said he didn't want to do Deadpool 2 because of Ryan, right?
He's so mean to him. Because TJ had all the funny lines. He didn't like it. He was getting the shine.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Brian wants to be the funny guy.
yeah.
So now we found out then. See how quickly he divulged that shit. So he was acting as if I've heard horror stories. So the horror story he's heard is from that one guy, that TJ guy that's already, he's got his own allegations too. Because I think he was on the show once, right? He was on the show once, if I'm not mistaken, when he was going through his cancellation. That was that short period in time where, do you remember that short period where Callen come back to a pod and it was basically like a cancel culture pod. Anybody that got cancelled who was maybe too toxic or too radioactive for Rogan would go on TFATK. Do you remember? I feel like there was like a short period where they turned into like the toxic, cancelled comedian rehabilitation podcast.
I mean, I was in Hollywood a long time.
Yeah. And you've heard some whispers?
I don't know. I don't like to say much because I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't want to say much. I think he's really good in Deadpool.
You're really saying it though.
I think he's really funny. So
I like his
he's
movies.
super talented. So Ryan Reynolds, I'm not going to say anything bad about him. And when you work in Hollywood, there are always people that are going to say shit. But my guess is, I have an opinion, but I'll keep it to myself.
I just don't care about them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's no reason to care.
I love TJ. But with
dude, the Met Gala is where you got to see.
Anyway, Brian, man, fuck, you know, the hate is strong, but I think that hate and that level of vitriol is coming from him maybe finally accepting that it's over. Because I think in the past he would have been a bit more delusional. I think he's finally getting to a stage where he's starting to accept, okay, Hollywood and Netflix is not coming back. That might be the reason why he's acting like that. Anyway, let's move on. New episodes. Let's get onto it. Let's get onto the new episodes. So, let's do this. Another Bryan Callen, My Friend the Billionaire story. This is from the latest episode number 1188. Another Bryan Callen, My Friend the Billionaire story. Oh, I think he's lying here. I think he's lying liar.
My buddy,
let's see it.
I want to see it. My buddy bought a building in New York City. They had a rat problem.
Galore.
They had a rat problem.
Oh, in New York?
Oh, dude, how about that?
You know what I think happens? I think he reads stuff online or he watches stuff. Like maybe it's a documentary or he listens to a podcast and he hears somebody that actually does own the building talking about something like this. But then he internalizes it as my friend, my buddy. That's what I think happens. I think he hears this stuff somewhere else or somebody else talking about it, you know? And then he internalizes it as like my friend, my buddy. Because this is insane if he just kept making these things up out of thin air. I don't think that's the case. I think there's a kernel of truth. It's just not his friend.
No, all bullshit aside. It wasn't a rat problem. The rats owned the building. They were killing rats with this poison, and my buddy was taking out industrial-sized garbage bags
Of
of
rats?
rats, and he did it for 3 days.
Couldn't you just buy a bunch of cats and have them go?
No.
There's this,
Gangbusters?
this
Yes,
statement.
you can, but they go. So rats live underground.
green
They
shirt
live in
guy.
this thing.
This is why it seems. Before we go into it, tell me this does not seem like a crisis actor.
Anyway, you get the point. I'm not gonna go into this. Is like them talking about the cruise. I don't give a fuck. But I do find it funny how he always seems to have a billionaire. For somebody had that, like, I don't believe this because I just assume. I would imagine if you're a billionaire, you're not gonna be hanging out with Bryan Callen. Let's be real. It doesn't make any sense. If you're a billionaire, like, because he's always, it's one thing if you had one billionaire friend who maybe is like an old school friend that happened to, you know, become very successful and they kept in touch. That's different. But I don't believe that billionaires who sometimes just acquire that kind of money so that they can use it as a way to, like, you know, status max and shit. There's just no way I just can't imagine a billionaire going out their way to be friends with fucking Bryan Callen. Or such a huge amount of them. Like, it seems like he knows fucking so many. I just don't think that's possible. But I could be wrong. Big up Bryan Callen. Big up fucking Bryan Callen with all his billionaire mates. Next one. Bapa's oil change story time. So Brendan went to Ways to Wales, right? Ways to Wales to do that fucking that thing that Rogan did, which is funny because it reminds me instantly of that clip that somebody put, or that I remember I always keep referencing, which is like Brendan saying something like, "Oh, me and Joe like the same things," you know, so going over to Peru suck his dick. So I found this particular story really interesting because he did exactly the same thing that Rogan did recently, and also showed up the fucking pictures of his bags of plasma also for social media like Rogan did. So, you know, maybe he was telling the truth when he said everything Rogan does I like, or I like what Rogan likes, or something. Whatever the phrase was really fucking corny and cheesy, but let's play anyway. Bapa's oil change story time.
Ancient, I did that, what they call it, basically the oil change, you know, where they draw your blood out. I was there for 3 hours.
Oh, I thought you meant the wrestling move where they stick the.
By the way, also notice how throughout this story of him talking about how he got the quote unquote the body oil change, just notice, or whatever, blood, just notice how often he slips in little things like that to sound like a badass. I was there for 3 hours. I had so much oil on my body. You know what I mean? He slides these little things that just like, what? Are you bragging about the time you spent? Like, what? So just listen, just keep an ear out. I feel like he does this quite often in this clip particularly.
The finger in the butt.
Oh, you did
Nope, different type of
the
change.
plasma extraction?
Yeah.
Is that thing that you hold up bags of orange
Yeah.
juice that look like your?
Yep, that's
What-
all your plasma.
Let me ask you a
fatty
question.
plasma.
Do you feel anything from it?
Of course not.
Here's what's crazy is there it is, 3 full bags of plasma. I was there for 3 hours.
I think they just
By the way, big up Nick and Bryan Callen. Big up Nick and Bryan Callen for calling him out on this and not fucking, you know, basically saying that he wastes his money, which kind of, I think, bums him out. But big up Bryan and Callen for not immediately just fucking buying into this nonsense and acting as if, like, yeah, everybody needs to get there for quote unquote oil change or something. But yeah, let's just continue.
gave you bags of orange juice.
So I did that. Again, you're there for 3 hours.
What is that?
That's all like the fatty lipids.
Again, I was there for 3 hours. Like, my body's just like full of stuff. I was the most fucking liquidified person in the world. Shut up.
In your blood.
Okay.
So that day, I thought they said to fast. This outweighs the well. I thought they said to fast, and you're actually not supposed. You're supposed to eat something.
Mm-hmm.
So during the middle of it, they had to give me food because I thought I was lightheaded. So then
I fasted so hard, the doctors noticed. I had to be in there for 3 hours. My fucking plasma was so plasma.
they fed me. I was there 3 hours. You're pretty lethargic. Like, because I saw you because we did fan questions for Big Brown Breakdown.
Yeah.
Did you notice like my eyes were like red?
Jesus Christ, bro. Bryan Callen, get involved, bro. Get involved. They're just like, this is just like a Brendan and fucking Nick show now, isn't it? Bryan Callen just like third wheeling the thing. Get involved, Bryan Callen, man. Mention something. Talk about fucking, I don't know, talk about something. By the way, look how he's sitting. He's not gonna get caught slipping again. You're never gonna see his feet dangling. He's never gonna get caught slipping, man. He's never gonna get caught slipping. But yeah, those fucking sweatpants are tough as well, bro. If you hide his hands, that looks like a 10-year-old. If you hide his hands, that looks like that could be a 10-year-old, bro. Like, that is a fucking miniature man, that is. If you hide his hands, that could be a fucking 10-year-old. Like, what the fuck?
Water.
You're a little stoned.
Well, apparently it lowers your immune system, so you have to be careful. So in hospitals, when they do that,
this is where you got to be careful, because that's the internet doctors, right?
That's the internet. Aren't Ways to Wells the internet doctors? Look at Brendan getting super defensive because it was 10 grand, by the way. Because you're wondering why Brendan's being super defensive about this, because it was £10,000, $10,000, sorry. And I don't think Ways to Wells does discounts or does stuff for free. He probably maybe he got a discount of like 10%, 20%, but the actual service itself is $10,000. It's $10,000 to remove your plasma from your bloodstream, whatever they fucking do. $10,000. God almighty.
Right. So it lowers your immune system while it's done, and then the next over a 2-day period, your immune system's more powerful than ever.
Who said that?
Ways to Well, bring them people that do it. Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
Again, hates doctors, hates vaccines, but doesn't mind spending 3 hours getting his plasma. Like, what? Do you understand that? I don't get that logic. Very anti-vax, but then is all in on this sort of stuff, which I think is obviously, bullshit, or very, very, very dicey fucking research or whatever has been done into the benefits of this shit. But obviously it feels good, isn't it? Plus all the bags and all that shit. It's a very clever scam. If it is a scam, I don't think it's a scam, but I do think the performative nature of it. You sitting there for 3 hours, it kind of feeling like a workout. The bags of plasma and how it looks and shit. It looks like it gave your body a fucking, it does look like it gave your body an oil change. I don't think it's necessary. I doubt it actually does what they say it does. If it did, medical professionals will be fucking backing it. But I do like how he's immediately skeptical of doctors, but then completely embracing and okay with the fucking plasma bullshit. Nonsense.
I've done it all. Peptides, stem cells, steroids, TRT. The next day, I've never felt better.
Is there placebo?
Energy through the placebo? I always feel good.
I always feel good. I was in there for 3 hours. I always feel good, bro. You don't even look good. No offense and no homo, but you don't look good. This I always feel good thing is really hilarious. The same thing he did when he got COVID. Remember when he got COVID? When Brendan got COVID, he was like, "Oh yeah, my lungs have never felt better. I've been running forever." It's like, I guess he wanted to kind of be like the opposite, the one that was like the strangest sort of recovery. I'm pretty fine. I can work out right now. I'm fully charged. Okay, whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say.
I always feel good. My fucking energy.
Also, you saying I always feel good, isn't that a placebo then? So if you always feel good, why are you getting your fucking oil changed?
Through the goddamn roof.
So in hospitals, apparently they put people in quarantine when they do that, though, because you can get,
Also not true. So this has been around for a hot second.
Yeah.
A hot second.
Yeah, they do it in hospitals.
But
they do it under specific circumstances, right?
So did you have to? So you fasted for no reason?
Yeah. I mean, I fast anyways. I fast anyway.
I was in there for 3 hours. I always feel good. I'm always fasting. I'm probably the fastest of all fasters. He's like a child, isn't it? I fast anyways. I'm always fasting. Even now I'm fasting. I'm fasting fast.
But and this was at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fast anyways. That's easy when they told me to do it. And then they were like, probably an hour into it, they're like, you ate, right? I'm like, no. I thought I was supposed to fast. Like, no, dumbass. We told you not to fast. I'm like, I fucked up.
Chin, look up why they take plasma.
Why is it so hard for him to listen to instructions, by the way? I've noticed that too. He's very bad at listening to basic instructions. I didn't know that. Surely, if you're paying $10,000 for a body oil change, they probably send you some sort of like starter pack or some sort of like steps and instructions and things to do, things to look up. I'm sure they send you something. They don't just take your 10 grand and then tell you to come in. I'm sure there's a very, very kind of detail orientated, stuff that they do before to let you know what you're going to be looking at, or what you should look out for. I doubt it's just something you just wing it, you just turn up to at the clinic and go in. For sure they do something to kind of, and again, you'll do that as well to kind of give the customer the peace of mind knowing that, okay, cool, this is a legit thing as well, So yeah, I don't get this defense of like, oh, I didn't know. It's almost like he doesn't know anything. What do you know, Brendan?
Plasma out typically.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this.
Why do they even do it? Why do they do it in hospitals? Like, what is the?
There's a lot of people too with like Lyme disease and stuff like that. When they do it, it's like life changing for them.
Yeah, they say that
like inflammation.
They do it in hospitals. Like,
yo, big up, run it up. AZ, did you really eat all that food in one sitting? Yeah, but it wasn't that much food. I don't know why you guys are acting like that was that. It wasn't even that much. That was my one meal of the day. It was like a big breakfast. It's just like. It wasn't that much at all. I demolished that. I went on like is that a 4-mile run in the morning? I was fucking starving. I fucking swallowed that entire thing in like 15 minutes. Slept the whole day. Came back, streamed and stuff. Slept like a fucking baby. Yeah, it wasn't that much at all. Don't know. Now, did the menu in the fucking cafe say this could feed 5 people? Yes. Did I eat it myself? Yes. Am I still feeling the after effects of what I ate on the Monday on the fucking Wednesday? Yes. Will I do it again next Monday? Yes. Big up, run it up.
For some people, and I can't remember what the reason is. Bodies, very few different reasons, depending on the medical situation. Liquid part of blood that carries proteins, antibodies, clotting factors, hormones, or waste products. During a plasma donation, blood is drawn, plasma is separated out, red blood cells return to your body.
See, that's plasma, but that's you want number 2.
Oh yeah, they do it for burn patients. That's what I saw.
No, but not. So you're reading number 2. That's when you're donating it.
Yeah.
So I did the plasma exchange.
So when you're donating it, it's different. When you pay for it, when you're donating it, like the pause, it's different. When you pay for it, it's another service. They give you the platinum plasma. They give you the chrome hearts plasma, innit? They give you the fucking Audemars Piguet plasma. They give you the Ferrari plasma. You get the Rolls Royce plasma, innit? When you're donating it, it's weaker. when you pay for it, it's more. Oh. Rich people, man. The things rich people get fucking duped on is fucking insane. That's a whole business, isn't it? People figuring out ways to start a business that can extract money from rich people. Yeah, you need this. If you're rich, you need this. You need this plasma shit. It's like, whoever started that, man, well done, man. Well done. Took a basic, regular procedure that you usually get in hospitals, especially when people want to, do medical trials, whatever sort of stuff. They took that basic thing and then turned it into like a bespoke service type of thing, like in a private clinic and shit. And like, come on, man, that's not necessary at all. That's not necessary one bit.
Hold on, let me see.
This is the exchange.
Yes.
Oh, the replacement with donor plasma or a replacement fluid.
Yep.
This is done for diseases where the plasma contains harmful antibodies, autoimmune proteins, toxins, abnormal clotting factors.
So it says the idea is basically remove the bad stuff circulating in the blood. And they can tell how bad your shit is if it's really, really dark If it's like a really
It's like
dark,
when you're dehydrated.
almost like a pulp, that's bad. That means you've eaten like you're high cholesterol.
Brendan should be really dark. He doesn't even eat. He doesn't even drink water. Brendan's one should be maybe the darkest because he doesn't even fucking drink water. His one should be really. He should have really bad plasma, to be honest. Really fucking bad. So the fact that he doesn't have it is proof that that shit is all fucking gobbledygook.
A lot of fatty foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your diet?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea is even if you don't have that stuff, you're still removing.
You're removing it.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, and for inflammation.
And then what stuff you're still removing?
How's your diet?
Good.
Yeah.
How's your diet?
Gun?
He's diet is GLP-1s. Big up, casual.
Bapa on podcast is useless. Everything is a lie.
Everything's a lie. His whole life is a lie, really, to be honest. No offense to the guy, but his whole life is a lie. Bapa the lie, sure. Bapa the lie, sure. Big up, casual.
Yeah.
So the idea is even if you don't have that stuff, you're still removing.
You're removing it.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, and for inflammation.
And then what about the fact that it lowers your immune system? Is that just temporary?
That's literally only that day, and then your immune system for the next 6 months is on steroids.
Why? Because it just builds.
I guess.
That doesn't even make any sense. So you get your oil change, your immune system goes down that one day, so you can get violently sick that one day, but then for the next 6 months you're fucking Wolverine. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
That's it. Yeah, it just builds it back even more.
Yeah. See if that's what it. See what it does afterwards.
Yeah. Google it to
It's
find out
interesting because
exactly
they
what's
definitely
going
do
on,
it for
because
people who
Brendan's
have.
definitely lying.
I guess you're prone to infection if you're a burn patient.
I guess you'll be alright if that fucking hantavirus gets out, huh?
Yeah.
I might have to get my plasma donated, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you did.
Does not usually boost immune.
But well, hold on, make it
Used to suppress
reduce or
certain
suppress
immune-
certain immune components. Okay, blood is removed from the body. The plasma portion, blah blah blah. The plasma is replaced. The blood cells are returned to you. They use it for immune system where the immune system is causing harm. I see. So when the immune system is attacking itself, wow. Better. Well, a lot of people have autoimmune disease.
Yeah, but you see where it says some patients feel clear, less inflamed, or less.
I love how nothing they're reading online is proving what Brendan's saying. I love that, by the way. I love that everything they're pulling up online is saying the complete opposite of what Brendan's saying. I love that. I love this. I love that.
Fatigue afterwards. I was more fatigued the day of. I was so tired for the next. I slept great that night.
Oh, you were?
But then the next freaking morning,
You
dude.
were tired or you felt good?
I know that so I had to do a show.
You see the clip of Rinks on Hawaii morning show?
Yeah, that's coming up. 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 I'll play it next, actually. I'll play it next.
Right after, and then that day I'm
Big up Abe Martinez.
at Tiger's practice, Bossy at practice, and I was like, man, I am so tired. I was just fatigued.
Huh.
Because that's how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
And then the next day, buddy, I could have ran through a goddamn wall.
Damn.
I still feel good.
Yeah.
But that next day, dude,
You're gonna need it for this new pandemic, man.
facts.
I mean,
What's
you know-
going on?
Maybe your
why don't we,
body's-
why don't we just blow that ship?
You know what I think we should do with that ship? Send it down the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh, you mean the fuck?
Oh, shut up anyway. Anyway, terrible fucking comedy from these guys. But yeah, Bapa got his oil changed. There's actually a picture of it, right? And I think on his Instagram. Let me double check. I think there's one on his Instagram. Right? I'm sure. To copy fucking Rogan, of course. To copy Rogan, he's got a picture of himself there doing that, of course. With the fucking thumbnail face, right? With the fucking, what's it called? Is it Soy Jack? Whatever that fucking face is. Whatever. I think it's is it Soy Boy, Soy Jack? I forgot what where the meme is, but yeah, he's got the thumbnail face going on there. The comedian thumbnail face, of course. Of course he has, of course. Absolute nonsense. Oh, is the new episode of Rogue? Really? When's this? Jesus, how the fuck does he keep getting on this show? It's actually pretty impressive, to be honest. You have to be honest. It's actually pretty impressive how often he's able to go on fucking Rogan, isn't it? It's actually really impressive how often he's able to go on Rogan and keep himself above water. This is how he keeps his head above water. This is how he keeps his head above water. This is why, unfortunately, some of you guys that want him to shake his tin cup, he's never. How are you ever gonna bloody hell? Look at fucking is Rogan's head bigger than Brendan's? It is, isn't it? He's got a bigger head than Brenda, but Brendan's actually bigger than him. It's like fuck, you know. How can you ever be broke? How can you ever be shaking your tin cup if this is what you got in your back pocket? Brendan's going through one of the worst times probably in his life financially, I'd imagine. He's having to sell trucks and stuff. The fucking studio is becoming smaller and smaller. He's fucking downsizing his house, it seems like. He's not wearing as many, which I've noticed also, he's not wearing as many expensive rare trainers as he used to before in the past. He's only buying fucking the newest of the newest trainers. Now he's not buying that many. But then for some reason, you know, Slojo's out here having a time of her life, and I guess he's as well. I guess he is as well, but yeah. What a crazy, crazy, crazy situation. There was I gonna play to you. Oh yeah, that's it. The Bryan Callen thing, right? Can we actually find it on here? The actual full, was it Bryan Callen interview? Where is it? It's with a TV station, right, in Hawaii. Let's see if I can just. I don't know where it was from. I've seen clips everywhere. Where is it? Yeah, there he is. There he is. Jesus Christ, brutal, isn't it? Ouch. Unique's clip has got 16,000 views. The actual clip on the TV show has only 227. Fucking hell, that's brutal. Let's play anyway. What's that? Bryan Callen's night of laughter at the Blue Note in Hawaii. Where's Brian's hands there, by the way, in the thumbnail? Where's his hands? Okay, of course Brian's got his hand around the woman, of course. Of course he has. Let's play it. Bryan Oh, let's take off the whole thing.
Welcome back to Living 808. He's a familiar face from hit TV shows and blockbuster comedies, and now Bryan Callen is stepping into the spotlight for a live stand-up performance at Blue Note Waikiki. But he is here for a preview. Good morning, Bryan. Good to meet you.
Good morning. I hear you've been.
Jesus Christ, he's old. He's got a little turkey neck going on there, isn't it? I just saw it. He's old, isn't it? Look at the little fucking. He's so old. He's really. Oh, Bryan, man. Bryan.
You have a gun?
As a tin cupper, the fact he has to sell things and downsize home is almost as good.
Yeah, true.
He's
true,
too
true.
stupid for the reality of that to register though.
That's a good point. Him having to fucking, you know what I mean? To be fair, I think, like, that's a good point about him being stupid. He was probably even too stupid to register the fucking Porsche, sir. Because I think that would have sent me into depression. If I just, because that Porsche GT3 he had was fucking gorgeous, man. Having to sell that and then starting to drive fucking Ford F-150s. Sorry. That would have made me depressed. Going from a Porsche GT3 RS to then driving fucking Ford F-150s would have fucking, or like for going from a Porsche to fucking driving a Ford Lightning, I would have definitely been depressed. But that's what probably makes him so good, or that's what probably makes him survive so long. He doesn't really register those things because he's too dumb to register them, you know. He just keeps on moving, which is actually weirdly a good thing as well. But yeah, let's continue. Big up Casual. Bryan's old, man.
Here since very.
Bryan Callen is stepping into the spotlight for a live stand-up performance at Blue Note Waikiki. But he is here for a preview. Good.
Selling the Ferrari would have been a big wake up.
Yeah. I think the Ferrari was always a sell. I'm not gonna lie. I think he made a big play of it on social media. I think for the views and for the engagement. But I think the Ferrari, he was always gonna sell it. I don't think he was ever gonna keep the Ferrari. I think the Ferrari was always meant to be a flip, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was always the case, especially at that time that he bought it.
Morning, Bryan. Good to meet you.
Good morning. I hear you've been here since very early.
Early in the morning. So I do the morning show, and then I'm just filling in for today. So I'm glad that I have the honor
But you
of
look
chatting
fantastic.
with
You don't look tired.
Thank you. I'm like redoing my makeup every hour.
Ew. uncle, man, put your fucking tongue back in your mouth. Relax. Talk. I mean, you're looking good. So, all right. Number one, why are you trying to find out things about what time I'm here for? Like, just do the fucking interview. Put the fucking interview in the fucking bag, man. Put the fucking interview in the fucking bag.
Hour. So it's so great to have you for today. So I know that you perform, everywhere. You know, what it is about performing in Hawaii that's exciting you?
Well, first of all, I notice I get a kick out of your tiny guitars here.
Yeah, I was going to say the ukulele.
Hawaiians are not small people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not making the football team out here. The first thing the guy put the mic on, he goes, "You're smaller in person." I'm like, "Hey, dude, I'm not Samoan. I'm not Polynesian."
Yeah.
But I don't know why you guys shrunk your guitars. This is a guitar made for a baby.
Right, it's like the opposite. We got the bigger people, but we got the smaller.
Yeah, you got these giant Hawaiians who you can.
Just, I don't know. Surely at some point, like, giving up is way more dignified than this. Giving up and just accepting that you're gonna have a career where you do shows and you might record your podcast from time to time is way more respectable than this. Than still trying to play jester, still trying to, I guess what, make viral clips from your fucking shitty TV show interview, which didn't make it anywhere, by the way. No one else posted or anything. It's like, God almighty, Callen, it's not that deep, bro. Just focus on the stand-up. Do your fucking pod and keep it moving. It really isn't that deep. Surely it must have cost him more money to. No, it doesn't matter. Who knows? I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe he's living his truest, his best life in chasing his dreams.
Run through a wall, and then they've got tiny, like this. This is for fingers like mine, not giant.
Can you play a little bit for it? I didn't know you were a musician as well.
You know what? I would, but my
He's like,
fingers
we'll
aren't
stick with the
warmed up.
comedy.
I wish I could. I wish I could just start jamming on this.
No, it is pretty impressive to tune it up. I think John knows. John Veneri over here knows a few chords, so he'll have to show us a little bit after.
Right. Well, first of all, if I were to take the time to learn an instrument, it wouldn't be a tiny baby guitar.
Oh,
it'd be an electric guitar.
Yeah.
Well, I never understand what people who like choose the tuba or the flute. It's not a sexy instrument. Like,
you have like spit.
Like, is that if I were here with a flute and I was making this face? Is that?
It wouldn't be cute.
Sexy?
No, it wouldn't be as cute.
Yeah.
And plus,
Sexy. She says cute. Like, fucking no, Callen. Would that be sexy? Would that be sexy? You look good. You look good. Fucking hell. Calm down. Calma. Tranquilo. Easy, man. Arrête, as they say in fucking French. Arrête. Fucking hell.
you wouldn't want someone to share that instrument with you either.
That's
because
very
you're
true.
sharing saliva.
That's very true. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
so excited.
I
No,
went
you're
off
so
topic.
fun.
I
No,
went
that
off
was
topic.
great.
We were talking about, first time in Honolulu.
No, this is a little preview of what we can get tonight and tomorrow night. So how does your show kind of work? Do you use like comedy in terms of like conversation? Do you kind of just go off the cuff? Do you plan ahead?
I tell stories. You know, like I usually start with something that bothers me.
Yeah.
Or I'll just start with a question. Like I'll be like,
I never noticed his ears before. I'm not gonna lie. I never noticed how big his ears are until now. I never noticed his fucking ears. Those are some fucking ears on him, isn't it? He's got some fucking sound catchers, isn't it? As Theo would say. He's got a pair of fucking sound flappers on him, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Those are some ears.
what do I want to say before I die, and what do I hope I don't say? What noise am I going to make? These are the questions that I start to think about, and then they turn into bits.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's the strangest thing.
So you kind of you go off the cuff, but you have themes maybe. Are there certain themes that we can expect tonight and tomorrow night? Masculinity, relationships, human behavior things. We call out the crowd if anything.
Yeah, I talk about masculinity. That's a good example. Like I'll talk about how men deal with emotion and women deal with emotion.
Oh, controversial.
Men deal with what we get, that little lump, and we're not gonna cry because that's a liability. You can cry over certain things. I can cry if my dog died. Can't cry if my cat died. As a man. Oh. I mean, if I can, if you're gonna do.
Imagine watching this and thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go see him do comedy. God almighty, this is awful. This is meant to be an advertisement for what you're doing, Callen. This is meant to get people excited to come and see you play 2 dates to this club in Honolulu or whatever it is. Come on, man. Bring the fucking pain. Bring the pain. Go crazy. Do something. Do effing something. Nope, still nothing. Still fucking nothing.
Do that in front of me, it's fine. But
I see there's like differences.
Well, I'm not going into business with you because you're not emotionally stable. You know what I'm saying? Like there are certain things. Or my one buddy, it started with my buddy. He started crying at me and he started looking at me and he was going, And I was like, hey, bro, cover your face. Like, I don't know where to look right now.
Yeah.
Whereas women, you guys will.
He's talking about Brendan though. He's talking about Brendan.
You guys literally will hug each other. You'll cry
It's
with your
okay
friend.
to be more emotional.
Yes.
Got you. Yeah.
Not men. We take that little ball of sad and turn that to rage.
Now, is anything off limits then to you? Do you get any like backlash or controversy if you're touching on those emotions? I know it's.
Will he answer this honestly? Will he answer this honestly?
The worst thing you can do is tell me not to do something because I'm doing it.
Oh, I love it. We love it when it's just like.
Jesus Christ, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound the way he thought it was going to sound. That does not sound the way he thought it was going to sound. Like what? Does that apply across the board, Callen, your entire life? When someone says no, you say yes. Does that apply to your entire life or just in one scenario?
Off the cuff, and you can just like be the real you.
Yeah, there was a time when they were trying to censor us comics.
Yeah.
And they did their best. And in my opinion, when you're a comic, your job is to make people
make it real.
You say the things people think.
And they don't
Most of us have thoughts every 5 minutes that would get us fired.
Oh,
but we can't say them out loud.
Would you interpret that comment as trying to hit on her? Like what? Like how many fucking little subtle fucking innuendos has he thrown out there? Is that an innuendo or am I reading too much into that?
Is to make people
make it real.
You say the things people think.
And they don't
Most of us have thoughts every 5 minutes that would get us fired.
Oh,
but we can't say them out loud.
Jesus Christ, man! Like, come on, Callen. Surely this is not the first fucking TV presenter you've interviewed that might be a bit, whatever. But it doesn't mean you can go in there and immediately start talking about this and that. I don't know. It just seems a bit strange. Just to me.
I'm a comic. I say them out loud. So and I love doing that because the audience, that's why you go to stand up. Because you go, oh man,
yes.
that's exactly how I think.
Exactly. We're living vicariously through you. We want you to tell the jokes. If you want to have a good laugh and you want to be real and authentic, you want to come to your show.
Exactly.
So when are the times then tonight? I know we mentioned it's at the Blue Note Waikiki. You're not here for too long, so we have to jump in on the show.
No, so I'll be there tonight, 7 o'clock.
Who's that opening? Someone called Josh Staples is opening. Who the fuck is that?
Tomorrow, 6:30. That's kind of early to do comedy.
No, that's okay. It's Aloha Friday. It's a May Day. It's a great way to celebrate. Get off work early and make it worth it.
Come on by. Well, my guarantee is you'll laugh for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
I promise. More than an hour.
Now, do the doors open a little bit earlier? I think they open maybe half an hour. We can get a good seat.
Start drinking.
Yeah.
Start drinking. Get
and the
loose.
Bruno has good food and beverage.
I heard.
Oh, yes.
I heard it's a great venue.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Yeah, I wish I might bring my ukulele.
Yeah, maybe you could play. Maybe between now and tonight, you can learn 4 chords.
It's a music venue.
Do a little song.
I'll do some singing.
Yeah, why
my
not?
shower
That
singing.
might be funny enough.
Oh, dude, I was singing. My wife. I was singing a song.
Oh, well done. He brought up his wife. Well done, old man. Well fucking done. Well done. Brought up his wife. Well done, bro.
I had my earphones on, and my wife secretly recorded me, and I thought I sounded good.
And you were like, oh, because is it tone deaf?
There's a reason I'm a comic.
You're like, we'll stick to the comedy, the wordplay.
It was offensive. I was offended by my own voice.
No.
Yeah.
We'll just play that for the audience if it's like a slow night.
Yeah.
You can just start playing it and everyone will laugh.
And now, for your ears.
Yes.
Woody Allen said that. He was like, it's
that fucking mentioning Woody Allen is fucking crazy, by the way.
Just start playing.
Look at that. Look at the face he's pulling for the ladies. What the fuck is that? Look at the fucking pesty face. Look at that, eh? Look at the fucking pesty face. Look at him. Just look at him. Just look at him.
And everyone will laugh.
And now, for your ears.
Yes,
Woody Allen said that.
Brian.
He was like, it sounds like somebody's sawing a trumpet in half.
Well, thank you so much, Brian. This has been so fun. Website, Instagram, anything you want to share to close us off.
BryanCallen.com. That's it.
Good, yeah.
Come get some.
And I think we have the flyer there on the screen, so you could check out. The doors open again a little bit early tonight, but tonight and tomorrow. Check it out.
Oh, wait, ew. What the fuck was that? Ew? Don't do that again, Brian. Ew, whatever that is. What the fuck was that?
Flyer there on the screen so you could check out the doors open again a little bit early.
Ew, don't ever do that again, old man. What the fuck was that?
Check out the doors open again a little bit early.
Don't ever do that again, Brian. Don't ever fucking do that again, please. Don't ever do that again.
Check out the doors open again a little bit early tonight, but tonight and tomorrow, check it out. Thanks so much, Brian, for joining us this
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, terrible, by the way. Terrible, 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 terrible. Let's continue. Let's do another one. We did the oil change story, didn't we, right? We did the oil change story. Let's get a tick on that one. Let's do Brendan's. Yeah, this is an edit of mine, by the way. Let me know what you think of my edit. People in the stream chat, let me know what you think of my edit. I'll let it play the whole way through. Let me know what you think of my edit. Let me know what you think of my edit. Am I better an editor than Chin? Am I a better editor than Chin, or are we the same level? Am I a better editor than Chin, or is he better than me? Let me know. Who's better at editing videos? Me or Chin? Me or Chin?
Literally, because it was bad for business.
What?
Bad for business.
I'm a killer, dude.
Yeah. But they had those Rampart gang. They had those divisions, those gang divisions.
They had white
They were no
supremacists
joke.
out there too.
They were no
like
joke.
American History X, like all.
But
that.
check it out. Check it out.
That's Venice.
That was
Hold up,
yeah, you're right.
Hold up. Brennan's mic just went out for some reason.
Oh, probably because I said white supremacists.
Who's better? Let me know in the stream chat. Who's a better editor? Let me know in the stream chat. Who's a better editor? Let me know who's better at editing videos. Me or Chin? Chin or me? One more time.
Literally, because it was bad for business.
What?
Bad for
I'm
business.
a killer, dude.
Yeah. But they had those Rampart gang. They had those divisions, those gang divisions.
They had white
They were no
supremacists out
joke.
there too.
They were no
like
joke.
American History X, like all.
But
that.
check it out. Check it out.
That's Venice.
That was
Yeah,
you're right.
Hold up. Brennan's mic just went out for some reason.
Oh, probably because I said white supremacists.
What do you guys think? Who was better? That or Schaub, or what Chin done for the Schaub show? What do you think was better? What do you think was better? What do you think was better? What Chin done for Schaub show, or my little show?
The big brown break down.
Same level, I think. I think we're about the same level. We're both shit. I think we're both about the same level. I don't get what this was for though. I don't see why do you include this? Why do you include this random graphic? I don't get why this is included in it. But I think we're both at the same level. I think me and Chin are both at the same level. I think we're both I think we're both about the same level. I'm not gonna lie. I think me and Chin are both at the same level. Both got AI artwork. You Chin literally made the intro to the Big Burn show. Yeah, like a prefer to the burn. Is that Chin singing? I think so. It is, right? What do you guys think in the stream? Is that Chin singing? It is, right? Happy Tuesday. You called it Friday, Brendan. We're not riding through the city anymore. Speech at 18 on conditioning is pure 100 truth. What? Let's see. What's this? Not digging the new intro, but the studio rocks. This is the old OG intro song. Fan question. Right, okay. So who is singing? That is Chin though. Does it say song here? Progress here. I think it's Chin. It does sound like him, doesn't it?
He's big and he's brown. The big brown break.
Is it Chin? It doesn't sound like him.
Down.
Yeah, it's not Chin. It's not Chin. It's definitely Chin. It's got more bass in his voice. Anyway, there we go. Super edgy, super cool, edgy guy is fucking Brendan Schaub. Anyway, let's continue. We did super cool, edgy guy. Brian the Man Dragon Callen doesn't know what DIY means. To be fair, I was shocked by this, by the way. For someone that always is piping up about fucking masculinity and men this and man that and analyzing men's bodies, I was really surprised to find out or to hear that Bryan Callen doesn't know what DIY means. He did not know what DIY means. How can you be a fucking man dragon? How can you be all about fucking men's rights, men this, men that, but you don't know jack shit about fucking DIY? What type of men are we breeding nowadays? What type of men do we have in society where you say you're an alpha male but you don't know how to do DIY? You don't know what fucking DIY even means.
You see
he's trying to die.
Far away, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird too. Like people would see his parts of his body in the engine area, and they're trying to do like pictures and selfies with it.
Well, it could have been a DIY activity.
DIY.
What's a DIY?
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like now.
What's a DIY? How does Callen not know what DIY means? The abbreviation. Or do you just have a brain fart? What's a DIY? How's that even possible? One more time.
Now everybody's stuck on a tarmac.
You see
he's trying to die.
Far away, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird too. Like people would see his parts of his body in the engine area, and they're trying to do like pictures and selfies with it.
Well, it could have been a DIY activity.
DIY.
What's a DIY?
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like now everybody's stuck on a tarmac.
Yeah. Doesn't know what DIY means, but he thinks he's an alpha male. Crazy work. It's like thinking you're an alpha male, but you don't know how to change the tire of a car. You know? You don't know how to change the tire on the fucking bike. You don't know how to fucking fix a punch. Like, how can you be a fucking man and not know those basic things? How? How is that possible? Fucking hell, Brian. Fucking hell. What's DIY? Old man Callen strikes again. Old man Callen strikes again. Does not know what a DIY is, or what DIY is, not what a DIY is. So, by the way, big up Chin, because this is a crazy revelation. So it seems like whatever that spray painted unit we see from Schaub show, allegedly, according to Chin, right? You see this bit here. You see this set.
In some of those rounds,
this is filmed downstairs. You know how their studio is like a mezzanine floor, right? It's like a mezzanine type of floor. So they filmed this down. So this has been spray painted downstairs, whatever. So allegedly, according to this clip, Chin has to maneuver or transport the equipment from downstairs to upstairs to record different shows. I guess maybe Brendan didn't want to split TFATK with one room, so you know, yeah, it is what it kind of laid out the way it fucking laid out. Strange. But yeah, Chin having to try. I think it reminds me of like what didn't that used to happen at the fucking Thick Boy offices or studios in LA? Remember? I'm sure we saw a video clip or we watched something on stream where Chin was having to fucking move one big, massive soundboard type thing all the way from one office to the other. So clearly, you know, they got the budget for the cables and stuff. Fair play, but god damn, for somebody, you know, purporting to be an OCD person, that's just inexcusable. But let's play the clip.
Yes, we did, 'cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid.
this is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby.
Look at this. Listen to. Listen to.
Well, here we are. We've been sitting here.
Listen to.
And I, for one, am feeling good. I trained today, and I know that's really always exciting for everybody.
Yes, I love.
That's good news.
Down.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm getting thick. No, I'm not. I'm not getting thick.
We gotta hook Chin up in the new studio because Schaub Big Brown Breakdown's down there, but then he has to transfer all the equipment up here.
Yeah.
Chin's sweating.
He's sweating.
We got the Big Brown.
We gotta work out.
Jesus Christ. So what is it? Because Brendan doesn't have money. So Brendan's got enough money to pay allegedly 10 grand for waste of world thing, but no money to send his kids to private school or to whatever, or to buy him clothes for his dating life and shit. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. But who also knows about the family drama? I mean, that kid could be estranged. But yeah, I do find it kind of interesting how Chin has to, you know, I don't know how much money is enough money that would let you fucking set up and open up a computer every fucking day, just sit there and rant. I don't know. But yeah, Chin is having to lug things from downstairs to upstairs on the daily. God damn. Fair play, man. Fair play. This was beyond. Let's do a little bit of this as well. No, we did that, right? The Brian the Man Dragon, we did that. Chin has to transfer. No, that's what we didn't do. We didn't do this one. Let me put the tick on there. Apologies, people. Nick Simmons, this is Bryan Callen to his face, plus Brian's previous cruise experience. This should be a good one.
Some shit just happens on a fucking
It would
cruise.
be ironic if that cruise ship also had investments in Legionnaire's vaccine.
That's the issue.
I know, but the problem is that any big company has a portfolio and they have investments across a
that
whole
feels like an
range of shit.
expensive.
Every big executive out there has some sort of skeleton in their closet. That's what they're trying to say. Everyone has something they did to a female, you know, that wasn't the best, or you know. Let's just always be playful. It was never, you know, aggressive, grinding or grabbing on shit. But hey, here we are. Here we are.
Cruise. Right?
That's standard for a week.
Is it?
Yep. Yep. And you're going all the way to the Arctic.
Hey, also, what kind of oh, I guess you do cruises, but
You can get
Big up Nick. Big up Nick catching himself there. Big up Nick catching himself, but the diss still came out. The diss was still heard and felt. Big up Nick.
right?
that's standard for a week.
Is it?
Yep. Yep. And you're going all the way to the Arctic.
Hey, also, what kind of oh, I guess you do cruises, but
You can get
couldn't
suites for
fucking
17
pay
grand.
me to do a cruise.
No, if they offer me $100,000, I wouldn't do that cruise.
No.
Some of them are so nice though. The Explorer.
No.
He's so old, isn't he? He's such a boomer. Some of them are so nice though. The yachts, the fucking cruises are so nice. Are they though? Or are you just old and it's Sojo needs about? There's some of them. I really doubt that some of the best. I doubt that very, very much.
Is so nice. It's the best food I've ever had.
Not happening.
Let's put it that way.
You know
It's
what?
The best food
you know
and
why I
coffee
don't
I've
want to
ever
go
had.
on a cruise? Because it's like if I want to go to a country, I want to enjoy it at my own pace.
No. So when you go to cruises, you dock in the morning.
And like, if you don't get back to this fucking cruise, we're leaving
yeah,
you
but
in
they'll
Mexico.
dock like in
Correct.
Barcelona
Yeah.
for 2 days. You have 2 days to fuck around. And,
I want my own leisure.
It's just insane how Brian's defending fucking cruises and shit. Like they're so expensive. They're so fucking necessarily expensive. I know it's not a perfect train fare, but still, you know, like get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Fuck around in this country.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. That's for sure.
Yeah,
some people
I can't do
live.
yeah.
Some people buy
love 'em.
apartments and live on cruises.
My grandpa
Insane.
basically did that before he passed. Like
Yeah.
that's how he spent the last of his life. He's like, I'm just gonna fucking cruise ship this
That's
shit up.
cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still on a fucking boat.
It's a hotel on water.
Yeah, I've
It's
never
all
been on a
time.
cruise, and it just never seemed appealing to me.
I went on one when I was a kid, and I hated them ever since.
How much would they have to pay you to go on a Carnival cruise for a week? You ever seen a Carnival cruise?
Well, they do a lot of guys do the stand up on the cruise.
Dude,
I have
we
friends
we
that
ate
do it.
I went to I had to go for a wedding. I went to a sort of low rent, not a very expensive resort in
Can you get to the fucking point of the story, please, Brian? Please, Jesus Christ.
Mexico. I think it was in Cancun.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something.
What's that?
Not only did everybody but me get deathly ill from the water.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, when I say deathly ill, I mean, you're not leaving the bathroom. You have Montezuma's revenge. You're throwing up and shitting. It's so bad. You get an
It's
amoeba.
usually the ice too.
I'm eating my fucking meat dish and I go, I'm chewing and I'm like, this meat is the weirdest meat I've ever had. I call the waiter over.
Oh no!
Did I tell you this?
Oh no!
Oh,
No.
dude, I call the waiter over and I go, what is this meat I'm eating? And he said, watch my mouth now. Udder.
Ew!
Oh.
And I said,
Ew!
excusez-moi.
Ew.
And he goes,
Excusez-moi.
you're eating udder. And I said, you mean that's the part of the cow you chose to feed me?
You're in Mexico.
And
Yo, big up. I don't know who that was, but whoever you were on fucking Kick, I appreciate you.
Baby.
we were all eating fucking udder meat because, well, they didn't have anything left with the cow, and that's too expensive. So you'll have udder. Fuck off. And it tasted exactly. It was
like an udder?
basically. Well, it was.
what'd you
Well, you know
expect?
what? Put a piece of rubber in your mouth and chew that and see how you do. I couldn't get through it.
Anyway, big up Nick though. That was good. What type of weirdo goes to cruises? You know what I mean? If they're not fucking 80+ years old. Bryan Callen does. Bryan Callen definitely does. Bryan Callen definitely does. Okie dokie. Let's do that one. We did that one, right? Let's maybe move on to something else before we continue TFATK. Let me double check my title because I don't know what I said I was going to do. Position Bryan Callen. Let's do Mark Normand. Let's do a bit of Mark Normand. Let's do a bit of Mark Normand and Joe List. Let's get this out of the way. Boom. So, what do you guys think? Is Mark Normand worse than Bert Kreischer? I have a theory, or I've analyzed, or I've seen, or I've read, or I've heard, or just my judgment. I think he might be worse than fucking Bert Kreischer when it comes to the delusion and shit. He actually might be closer. I think he actually might be closer. I'm not gonna lie. He actually might be closer.
Okay, boy, I've been all over God's green earth here.
Tell me about it, soul sister.
Well, first off, I got to just give a shout out to the big Gillnet, Shane.
Oh, Shane Gillis.
Because
listen to the story time when they go out and how crazy it got. Because I think Mark, even though he's got kids and a wife, I think Mark is way more of a degenerate than Bert was. If I'm personally, he's way more degenerate. You know, still goes out at the time. That's fine, but definitely a rigid person. Definitely more of a rigid person. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Shane Girish. Oh.
So
So we were. He texted me. I had an open weekend. Never have an open weekend. It was like I felt like Seinfeld, where I'm even Steven.
Oh yeah.
Throw a 20 out the window. Elaine.
You know, you could have thrown a pencil out the window and see if I got that back.
That joke blew my mind when I was a kid.
That was great.
So he goes, "Hey, what are you doing this weekend?" I go, "I got nothing." He goes, "You want to open for me in Nashville and Charlotte?" I went, "I'll be there, fatty."
Nice.
So you pop out to Nashville, Bridgestone Arena, sold out, the whole kit and caboodle, put you up in the Omni. I got off the flight.
This clip's a bit long. I didn't really edit this properly, but there's a bit where he talks about the drinking and the booze. I promise you it's coming up. And just think to yourself, is this worse than Bert? I think it is.
I got some like cool black guy driving. He's got a blunt in his mouth, a wife beater on, and dreads. And he goes, "Most expensive hotel in Nashville, huh?"
Wow.
And I was like, I didn't book it. And he goes, "That's what they all say." And I was like, "Oh,
Hey, that's funny.
yeah,
I've had that. By the way, I've done that arena twice. Isn't that crazy?
What?
Once with Louis in 2016, and then I did that corporate gig, which is my biggest regret of
That was an
Tuesdays with
arena?
Stories. Yeah. That was when I
What?
met Scott Hamilton, and then the guy told Scott Hamilton to watch the episode, and Scott Hamilton watched us describe him, and it makes me want to kill myself.
Oh, that's tough.
Because we were like, "Hey, he's a big, crazy homo. I love that horseshoe bald piece of shit. He can really backflip." And then some guy was like, "You got to watch these guys talking about you." And then one of my heroes watched us call him a queer and all this
A
stuff.
bald homo.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
Sorry,
bad combo.
Scotty. We love you.
Scotty, you're a hell of an athlete.
But anyway, so how was the show? Tell me about it, soul sister.
Unbelievable. I mean, Nashville's just a great comedy town. It was, Derek Poston.
No.
He hosts. He's an Austin guy.
Oh, I should have clicked this better, innit? Fucking hell. Where's the bit where he talks about the fucking drinking?
Cool dude.
Oh, I know Derek. Yeah,
You know
yeah,
Derek.
yes, of course.
He's always at the mothership.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Oh, he's great.
So Shane's like,
Derek Poston, another former TFATK member.
"Hey, we'll meet downstairs in the lobby at 6:45. And I go, "Great." I pop down at 6:44. Who do I see sitting in the lobby? One rattlesnake, Luis Gomez.
Whoa!
I know. I was like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And right when you see Luis, you're like, "Woo, we're getting crazy tonight. It's going to be hookers and cocaine, midgets and Puerto Ricans."
Big, thick, brown dick. It's like a canister of cinnamon rolls, that cock.
Yeah, I want to
Lovely
pop
to
it.
know.
Put it in the oven. So, pop down and see Lewis. I go, "I didn't know you were here." He's like, "Yeah, I was in town." And so Shane's let me do some time. And I go, "Hell yeah." So we get to the arena, and it's Derek goes up and hosts. He brings up Lewis. Lewis is great to open. First of all, it's Shane's crowd, so you know they're down. But the opening joke is rape. Second joke is N-word. Third joke is fag. Like, he got everything out.
Right.
And you can see even the Shane crowd, like, Jesus Christ, this is a little much. Like, slow down, fatty. So then you get to go up there, and you're fucking Brian Regan.
Sure.
And then Shane goes up. The place goes crazy. The new hour is fucking awesome. Then we just go. He's like, they got us a seat at Kid Rock's bar. You know, like a roped off area. And I was like, all right.
That's your boy, Kid Rock.
I know. He's a queef.
You're hanging out more with Kid Rock than I'm hanging out with
Your wife.
my wife. I see her quite a bit, actually.
All right. Chuck?
Veter.
There we go.
No, I see Chuck too much, too.
Yeah, good point.
Veter. We'll go Veter.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
So we go to Kid Rock's bar. He's not even there, but, you know, he's out philandering. But I was like, this sucks. It's loud. There's a guy playing Freebird. I don't give a shit about this. So we just go to a dive bar. The place is going crazy. Shane walks in. He's like a beetle. And we just drank the night away. I blacked out. Woke up my hotel room. I had the thing where you wake up at like 8 a.m. because you got a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So we got home at 5. You wake up at 8. And you want to kill yourself.
There we go. Here's some degeneracy that wouldn't look out of place coming out of Bert Kreischer's mouth.
And I texted the girl, the Shane assistant. I said, what time are we meeting in the lobby? She was like 11. And I was like, 11. So I'm so hungover. I can't sleep. I go downstairs. I'm queasy. You know when you're hungover and you're walking crooked?
Yeah.
Because it feels better than standing up straight.
Sure.
So we get on the jet, and I go, I'm getting a Bloody Mary. And they're like, you sure you want to do that? You know, you drink it early. We got a big show tonight. And I'm like, I'm getting a Bloody Mary. That's the only way to kill this.
Nice weekend off.
So I get the Bloody Mary. I'm on the flight. We're having a good time. I'm drinking the blood. I guzzle that thing. It was a big pint glass. And right after I guzzle, I get the...
I had a feeling that's where this was going.
I was like, that's weird. But I I better because I got some vodka in me now, so I'm back at it. But I'm like, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, I start slowly like sliding down the seat, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm gonna puke. This is it. It's happening, and I'm not a puker. I can't puke. I hate puking. I puke once a year, maybe.
Oh boy.
And I go, I can't be the guy who pukes on a jet. I just can't do it.
Now, who's on the jet? Paint this picture for me real quick.
Lewis hit the brick, so it's just me, Derek, Shane, and his assistant.
Okay.
Yeah. And everybody's having a great time except me. But I hate to be the wet blanket.
Yeah.
So I'm like slumped over, and Shane's like, you all right? I'm like, I'm not good. And I had to do the thing where the whole flight, it was the longest hour of my life, I'm just fighting back puke. I can feel it inching up right to the throat, and I'm sweating, and you get the mouth water, and you start visualizing yourself puking.
Yep.
And
you can taste it.
Yes!
And my friend Ira used to say, you got to get mad at it. Get mad at it. He's like, don't let it get you.
Yeah, I got mad at it, but I was just holding it down because I didn't want to be the puke guy. I'll ruin it. You're a jet. Everybody loves a jet. You don't want to ruin the jet.
It's a little embarrassing.
Yes, I'm 42.
Plus, you can hear it. Those jets are small. The doors are thin.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
And Shane kept going, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. I'm like, I don't want to because then it'll happen.
Yeah, it's like amateur hour.
Exactly. I'm
like,
a
we
child.
had a couple pops and you're throwing up. Get
Well,
real.
I mean, we went pretty hard. But yeah. So I'm like, oh, God. Okay. Longest, however, I'm like in a pretzel. I've become the size of like a pillow. I'm just rolled over. Finally, we land. We get in the black car. We go to the hotel. It takes forever. The whole thing. I'm in the back, like sweating, trembling. I looked horrible. And we get to the hotel. You know what I hate? These hotels where the lobby's on the second floor.
Oh, yeah.
You know these? You run in, you go, get my ticket or my key. And then you go, oh, it's one up. Then you got to hit the elevator. You're in there with 6 kids.
Yes.
You're hard. You finally get to the front desk. They give you the key. I run up, open the door, ran right to the bathroom, puked my brains out. It was all beet red.
Surely he's too old for this, no? Surely Mark is way too old, way too grown, with a wife, an actual married woman, and a child to be doing this, no? Like, bragging about this sort of stuff is really, don't get me wrong, maybe it's part of the charm of the show. It's a Sunday after the big weekend, so people went out, so maybe they're still feeling the effects of it, but I've never understood this. Honestly, never understood this approach. You're a comedian, you get to do what you want anyway, job-wise, day to day, right? You're not like bound to a desk. You can basically do what you want, you know, either side of the fucking performance. But they all seem to love doing the whole, oh, I'm gonna be an adult frat boy or something. I don't know, or unk frat or something. He seems just a bit forced the way he talks. less so. I don't think it's his fault. I just think he's an absolute dickhead. For the most part, but hey, what do I know? What do I know? What's he doing there? He's got back up now or something. I don't know. What the fuck is happening here? Okay, cool. Big up Mark Norman. Big up fucking Mark Norman for being one of the best smashers of all time. He makes Bert Kreischer look like an amateur.
Like a miscarriage from the 80s.
Did you feel better after that, at least?
No, that was the weird part. It was weird because you puke and then your back to just hung over.
Now, what were you drinking? Did you mix it up? Because you mix. Sometimes when you mix, it gets ugly.
I mixed and matched, mixed kids, mixed race. I did shots.
Oh.
That's where they get
what
you.
Are you 13?
I know.
Shots.
I'm gay.
You're a middle-aged father, for God's sake.
But he looks a lot better than Bert, though. He does drink as much as Bert, it seems.
What?
Or maybe something close, but he doesn't look as bad. Maybe that's what helps him. Maybe his genes help him. He's not super fat or anything. He doesn't look crazy in the face. But Mark's a degenerate, man. He gets with it. Mark gets down with the drinks. By the sounds of it, Mark gets down with the booze. He gets down. But he doesn't look as bad as Bert.
I think that was part of it. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out of here, baby. It's like a jailbreak. No kid, no wife. Give me the shots. Give me the booze. Give me the blow. Give me the whole thing.
Disgusting.
But when's the last time you yacked?
Well, I had the vestibular neuritis a couple weeks ago.
On that subject, when is the last time you threw up because of booze? Please let me know. When was the last time you threw up because of booze? I can't remember, you know. It feels really good in the moment, but I really can't remember the last time I ever threw. I know I have, but it was so long ago, I can't remember. The last time I drank so much I threw up, I can't remember. It's a really nice feeling though, weirdly enough. It's really fucking, do you know what I mean? Dare I say cathartic? It's like, it's really fucking nice feeling. But I honestly can't remember the last time. It's been so fucking long. I don't know, I think if I did it now, I'd be a little bit embarrassed. It's like being blackout, like people in stream chat, when's the last time you were blackout drunk? When's the last time you blacked out and you woke up and it's like 6 in the morning or it's like 9 in the morning? I really can't remember the last time I blacked out. Oh, maybe Berlin. No, that's not true. The last couple of Berlins I've been at, I wasn't really blacked out at all. I'd hardly drank, to be fair. The last time, I don't know. It's been a long time. I don't know. I enjoy maybe the odd. I maybe enjoy the odd tipsy feeling here and there. Yeah, or maybe or one particular weekend getting super drunk, but blacking out or like to a level of like throwing up, I think that's a bit too much. I think that's when you need to maybe rein it in a bit. You need to give yourself a little break, maybe go on like a 2-week fucking juice cleanse or something, you know? I don't think I'd be too happy if I started throwing up at this stage of my life. No.
And that was a bummer. And then I had fucking sick, crazy flu twice in like 3 weeks during the winter. So I've done a lot of puking. But before that, it's a long time. I mean, once I stopped drinking, I stopped puking.
Totally.
And then I had a kid and the puking came back.
Right.
Yeah, I'm puking every 3 days.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a bit about that.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. To be fair, that is a bit of a cheat code. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've noticed it myself, especially these last couple of weeks where I've been kind of really good. I haven't been, you know what I mean? I haven't been getting on it. I've been kind of, you know, working out a bunch, streaming a lot. You do get a lot done. It's kind of mad how much drinking and all the other adult activities can really distract you from life. Even with the girls, I've knocked that on the head for the most part, right? I've knocked that on the head for the most part. I'm not even looking at anyone. I'm just like fully focused on just like grinding and shit. But it's kind of, you know, it is kind of insane how much time this stuff takes up. That's a really concerning thing. Drinking and going, it's good when you do it. Obviously, when you're hanging out with friends, meeting new people, just having fun, it's always good. Don't get me wrong. But the amount of time it takes away from your life is actually kind of concerning. from the time it takes for you doing it in the moment, the hangover after, the older you get, the longer those are, the more brutal they are. It really does take a lot out of you. So maybe it is an actual real cheat code just to be like sober and just exist that way, you know? It's probably got its own challenges too. It's probably harder to adjust to it as well, because everything, especially in the UK at least anyway, I'm not sure how you are over there in the States, but especially in places like London, like everything that you do socially involves some sort of drinks, involves something to do with alcohol. So it's really hard to not be around it or whatever, exposed to it. And I think, you know, unlike drugs, drinks are easy to kind of consume. So even if you're not on it and you're surrounded by people that are on it, you're going to want to get involved, you know? You're going to want to fucking get involved. Which is obviously not the smartest idea, because then you'll be playing catch up because everyone else is already tipsy and you just started stuff. I don't know. It's all a bit weird. It's all a bit weird.
Kids, they're drunks. You know, you turn into a drunk, they're puking, they're shitting themselves, they're grabbing your wife's tits.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
It brings you back. It's
they're
like
assaulting
college.
you. Yeah, it is.
So
yeah, big up Mr. Girl. I agree that in general, I agree that message. If you can't hold your liquor, pack it up. I agree. In general, I agree with that message.
Oh yeah, well then we have the show that night. Yeah, you shower up, and you're in the shower doing the thing where you're like, "Come on, get it together. Enough's enough. What are you doing?"
Yeah, I've been there, especially after a heavy sesh. I've definitely been there, especially after a heavy sesh. But to be fair, nowadays, I enjoy my little tipple at the end of the month. I work hard, grind the rest of the month, really grind. And then end of the month on payday, you know, have a little. I enjoy that way more than I enjoy the fucking dailies or the weeklies. You know what I mean? I would much rather fucking save whatever I want to do for the fucking end of the month and feel like it's a reward for a month's work of, like, you know, a month's hard work type of thing.
I had that whole thing like Leonardo DiCaprio in the trailer of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What a scene.
Great scene. And you go do the show, and I'm slumped over, and there's all these athletes there. It's a Gillis gig. So you're out in Charlotte, and it's like that guy's a Hornet, he's a Panther, he's a Cougar.
By the way, that's pretty cool, isn't it? No, that's pretty cool. That Shane Gillis has got to a level where, like, his audience or the people that come to see him are usually a lot of athletes. That must be kind of cool if you're Shane Gillis. So he's already a sports guy anyway, but somehow attracting all of these professional athletes to your shows because they think you're fucking funny and they love you. That must feel really fucking good as a fucking sports guy. Big up Shane Gillis.
She's a MILF, you know, whatever it is.
You got Muggsy Bogues, Alonzo Mourning.
All these guys, yeah. Morningwood. And so I'm like, and they're like, are you going to be able to go on? I'm like, I'll be able to go on. They're like, this is an arena. It's sold out. There's 20,000 people out there. You can't even walk. And I'm like, I'll be fine.
Again, I don't know. Like, I don't know how he functions. I don't know how he does his job. I'd be so nervous. I'd be riddled with anxiety. I don't know how I'd be able to do the show properly if I got fucked up the night before and it was a fucking big arena. Was it arena stadium show? I don't know about it, because part of doing the job, I think, is knowing you did the work. And sometimes I think I'd feel super confident that to do the show if I knew I did the fucking rehearsal and I killed it. But a lot of these guys aren't really killing it like that, unfortunately.
So they call your name, you waddle out there like an old lady, and then you get on stage and bam, I'm in.
Stage health.
Stage health. It's real.
Oh, it's real, baby.
So then I get off and I just feel horrible again. But Shane's like, hey, look, I hate to throw this out there, but we're all going to the Zach Bryan concert.
Wow.
You know this guy?
A little bit. There's 17 Zach and Luke.
Yes.
There's Luke Bryan, Zach Brown.
Zach Braff.
He's different. Brad Wilson.
Yeah.
Koppelman. Man, I haven't thought about Koppelman in a minute.
Oh, yeah. He's a fun egg.
Love Koppelman. But is there another one? Luke Bryan, Zach Bryan, Zach Brown.
Yeah.
I think there might be another Luke. Luke Bell.
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs. Yes.
Brush. But
it's crazy. So I think I know. Zach Brown I know well. The other ones I know of.
Okay, Bryan.
Okay. So I don't really know him, but I know the name.
Yeah, well, everything in my body's like, don't go, just go home, you're done. But I say, fuck it, it's a once in a lifetime. We go over there, it's the Panthers Arena, open air, beautiful night, 75,000 whores in cowboy boots and sundresses, just singing along. There's a plump little blonde man on stage wailing.
Wow.
And he's got 8 million trumpet guys. He's got the slide guitar guy with a cowboy hat on. This is beautiful music. I didn't know one song. They're all bangers.
Wow. Well, that's the thing about live music. You see someone live, you're like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Unbelievable. I had a tear. I was doing a honky tonk, the jig. I'm a fan now.
Wow. All right.
So it was lunch, and we get there, and they go, we're standing in the cool area, the VIP, because we got who. And one guy comes up with a headset and jean shorts, and he's like, and Shane's like, okay. So then, before I know it, I look over. They're walking Shane on stage. He sings a Warren Zevon song.
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
With Zach.
Which song?
Lawyers, Guns, and Money.
Wow. One of my all-time favorite tunes.
It's a great fucking song.
Yeah.
I love that song. Might make it my walkout music. But it was a hoot. And you're like, look at this guy. He's up there. And it's funny watching a comedian on stage with singers because they don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Singers are like, and Shane's like,
right. Well, I've seen him do Comedy Jam, and it's funny.
yeah.
That is quite interesting, though. It is quite noteworthy how often artists, musicians will like to have comedians on stage with them. Like, there is a lot of synergy. I don't know why in particular, but it doesn't usually click or match that well. But musicians love having comedians on their shows. But I guess, it makes sense. We all, to a certain extent, consume comedy, whether it's through comedy podcasts anyway. Maybe not stand-up specials in general. So it's maybe not so surprising that a lot of people around the world are listening to these guys' podcast clips or fucking specials and shit. But yeah, in the end, that was a clip. Mark Normand, is he a little bit worse than Bert Kreischer when it comes to drinking? I don't know. I think they talk about it with the same level of excitement. Obviously, Bert's not on it now because of his fucking what is it called? Of his fucking blood clots. But I feel like in terms of enthusiasm for alcohol, or the romanticizing drunk, tipsy, blackout moments, Mark is definitely out there. Mark is slightly up there. But hey, what do I know? Nothing. Let's move on. Let's do another one. How famous is too famous for a stand-up comedian? Do you think in this particular clip, is Joe List hating or is he bringing up a good point? Because I'm still mulling that over. Is Joe List slyly hating? Or is this a decent thing to talk about? Let me know in the stream chat what you think below. I think this also kind of relates a little bit to the $6. What's it, $6 or whatever? How much? I think there was a viral post about something actually about that same topic. Too famous, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's focus on the clip. What do you think? Is Joe List slyly hating, or is this actually a good point that he's trying to make here? Let me know if you can stream chat.
Really wild, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go to Toronto. I'm in a music video with Drake. I was like, all right,
Seriously?
I'll see you later. Yeah, I was like, it's too much fame.
By the way, I wonder if he was meant to divulge that. I bet he wasn't. I don't think Shane even told anyone he was in it. But Mark Normand inadvertently revealed that Shane Gillis is going to be starring in a new Drake video, which I'm assuming is probably going to be a video for Iceman. Mark Normand just slyly, without realizing, opening his big mouth and exposing the fact that, or revealing, so not exposing, revealing the fact that Shane Gillis is going to be in the music video for Drake, most likely for Iceman, coming up this Friday. Hilarious.
This is the problem. I don't know how you get off that train because every offer is incredible.
Big up Addy Z, by the way. Big up Addy Z. I appreciate you.
Like if you're like,
Right.
I'm going to take a break. I need a month off. And then you get a call. Hey, do you want to, be on Chevy Chase's shoulders during the Hall of Fame speech? Hey, do you want to, play for the Mets for a day? It's so hard to say no.
I mean, do it. You could say
I would say what Jolis is saying here is accurate, right? It's really difficult. Like sometimes being too famous in stand-up can be a bad thing, detrimental to your career. But I think what he's saying is probably rooted in a lot of laziness when it comes to his own career. I think Jolis is one of those last comedians left who kind of thinks, you you should just go to comedy because the talent is high and it's not about this, it's about this, it's about that. So I think there's partly of what Jonas is saying that is true, and part of it that he's saying, he's just saying it for the sake of, for the sake of just kind of appeasing his own lack of ambition or hustle and shit. I'd be like, oh, I could never do that. I could never say, yeah, okay, cool. Never do it then. Never satisfy or try and, delight your customers then. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I can't even say no to, the Graveyard podcast in the Bronx.
Right.
I'll do it. But these are fun. You don't want to say no to that. I think he's like, hell yeah, I'm in.
I'm just saying, eventually, it becomes hard because you can't ever stop. Because every offer is like, do you want to make $1 million for this? Do you want to make $300,000 for this? Do you want to be in this show? Do you want to be in this movie?
Yeah,
and if you go, hey, man, I need 2 weeks to do nothing, then they call you and go, hey, I know you need 2 weeks to do nothing, but Martin Scorsese wants you to play the best.
Honestly, this is lazy talk because the truth of reality is, whatever moment Shane's having now, it won't last forever. There's always a moment where a comedian comes about and is fucking red hot. Shane gets obviously that guy now. There'll be someone else that come along that will also crush it. So he probably should be exhausting and taking up every fucking bag of every company that comes across his inbox, wanting to get stuff featured, sponsored, whatever. They fucking have to. Sean Sushi logo, they absolutely have to some extent. I don't say they have to, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Banker in his movie.
Right.
You go, all right, I'll take the 2 weeks next time.
Yeah, true. It's got to be tough, but it also helps. No kid, no wife.
But yeah, like I said, you have to exhaust the options that you have now. If you get given loads of offers to do certain things because you're really famous, if you get offers to do certain things because people love your comedy and your fucking clout is increasing, visibility is increasing, you should strike while the iron is hot and get as much as that shit in your wardrobe or whatever shop that looks as quickly as possible. That's what I think should happen. And then obviously once it's over and the Hollywood producers and advertisers stop calling, that's when you focus entirely on stand-up. But I think what Shane's doing right now is clever. Embrace it, go with the punches, have a good time. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But let's come on now. Okay, cool. What else we got here? Cool. We've got a bit more of that clip, and then we continue.
You can just do whatever the hell he wants.
That's true.
But what a life. And I texted him the next day all gay. And I was like, he's like, how you feel? And I was like, I'm good. But you live in this amazing life and you let us get a window into it for a second.
Yeah.
It's very exciting for us.
That's very cool.
Because Leo, I'd go back and I'm changing diapers.
I can't wait for Boston.
Oh, you doing the TD?
Yeah.
Woo!
Which I think will already be passed.
Well, yeah, big up. Like I said, I think some of what Jolis is saying is true. Sometimes too much fame for a stand-up comedian can be too much. But I also think a lot of what Shane was saying, a lot of what Tyler was saying, a lot of what the other guy was saying, especially coming against the fucking idea of having a break, was more so based on laziness, I think, when it comes to Jolis. Because he probably knows that if he ever became that famous, he'd be inundated with offers too, and he'd probably be able to keep up with them because he just would rather sit down and make money that way, which is understandable, but not something that I would have done anyway. What can you do? What can you do? Big up everyone in stream chat tuning in. I appreciate you. Smash like and subscribe. We've done the 2 Mark Norman clips like a fucking boss. Cool. Next. TFATK on Andrew Schulz announcing Akaash Singh quit Flagrant. TFATK on Andrew Schulz announcing Akaash Singh quit Flagrant. Let's go.
Let's do.
It's almost 2 o'clock, boys. I got to roll at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do this. Akaash Singh apparently has.
Brendan putting fucking time limits and shit on the pod is fucking hilarious, by the way. Just leave it if you got to leave. Let us continue doing the show, but they won't because they're also both bored. In the real fun situation, they'll be like, "Yeah, go then, innit? We'll just sort it out ourselves. We don't need you here." But let's be honest, they do. So let's hear what to say. Let's see what they have to say about the Akaash Singh stuff.
Officially left Flagrant. This is Andrew Schulz.
That
just
sucks.
Briefly talking about it.
Elephant in the room, no pun intended. Okay, As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience in, selling out Radio City
Resilience against his own wife, I think, not against the fans.
recently, setting records in Toronto, just crushing stand-up around the globe, and literally just like living the dreams that he would tell me about at 2 a.m. when we're eating fucking egg sandwiches at Veselka. So it's been amazing to see.
Veselka's awesome.
But the experience has put things in perspective for him.
Veselka.
And he's
Good,
made
best
the decision to focus
pierogies there.
all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. We wish that he did not want to do that, but at the same time,
It was him and
not to root for your friends, literally living his dreams. And if he feels he's got to give everything to that,
Schultz going full
then
Brian
that's
with his
exactly what he's
toesies
gotta
out.
do. We're going to rock with them. We hope you
because
guys
Schultz
continue
and
to rock with
Akaash, they
Go
started
check out the show. We
Flagrant
saw the
together,
show.
right?
I could say this as a genuine thing. Akaash is such a good guy. Like when I
Great guy.
first started
Yeah, he's a
stand up,
great guy.
he was
Great guy.
always
Again, like it's pretty like pointless trying to get an opinion from these guys when it comes to a comedian in the news. They're not really gonna give you a good opinion, Obviously this guy's friends with, it's like you're not really addressing what they're talking about. Can you maybe address why he's leaving? Can you maybe discuss what Schultz is saying in that video? Nah, let's just, Akaash is a really good dude. He's a good guy, maybe the greatest guy, the bestest guy. Can we talk about what's transpired? The article itself or what's going on in the news. If not, fine. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But it's just hilarious. It's just hilarious how like they're gonna completely miss the obvious talking point or discussion point of that fucking whole story and just talk about what normal stuff. I guess I don't know. Let's hear what they say. But I think I've watched this already. But what they don't say much. Basically, there's not much insight that happens off of this. Everyone just kind of sits on the fence for the most part.
so nice to me and always looked out for me. So it really makes me sad because I really feel bad for him. He's one of the most genuinely nice.
Why do you feel bad for him though? Isn't he leaving because he's crushing
selling
stand-ups?
out?
Is Brendan acting ignorant on purpose, or does he not know what's going on? I don't know. Oh yeah, hold on. In that interview, do you guys remember off the top of your head? Off the top of your head, people in the stream chat, off the top of your head, do you remember that episode of Brendan when he's on Flagrant, where he offers fucking Schultz some shoes? That famous one where Schultz asked him, "Hey, did you truck walk?" and he lead him into your truck, right? On that episode, was Akaash being super mean to Brendan, or am I bugging out? Maybe that's why he's doing this whole like pretending to not be aware of what's going on and like asking super dumb, irrelevant, also a little bit sneaky questions. Am I bugging out, or was Akaash a bit mean to Brendan during that episode, or was it Schultz more? I wonder if he's like slightly enjoying what Akaash is going through because of he was quote unquote mean to him.
Radio City Musical.
Or is he leaving because of the stuff with his wife and stuff?
He's getting a lot of abuse. A lot.
Really?
It got to a point where he had to like take a hiatus, and then like
What is with people? Like
they just want to see people fall, and
yeah.
Again, people who are in the entertainment industry have no idea about what generates these videos, why people talk about it the way they do. It's like most of the time a lot of this stuff is done this way because it's the only place you can talk about this stuff. Usually the content creators themselves make the video about a certain brand, will have them turned off. Certain has to be, whatever. There's certain things that you don't need the pockets for. But I also don't think you need the bag, everywhere you fucking go either. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand. I don't really understand why I even bother talking about stuff if you're not gonna really address the fucking issue at hand. I really don't fucking understand why you're gonna talk about it if you're not gonna address the issue at hand. I get it because you're friends. Just say that's my friend. I don't want to talk about it too much, but hold your head up, Akaash. Good journey, whatever. Wish you a good journey. But this whole conversation of like, I don't even know. People just want to hate because he's doing stuff, and people want to hate on us because we're awesome. It's like, come on, brother. Come on. Let's be real. The only opinion to say is that he's only leaving the show because of his shitty wife, which is a shame. But anything else is fucking moot.
it's sad because like if any of those people actually got a chance to meet Akaash, like he looks out for other people.
Yeah, but he also is crushing it, making all the money.
Sure,
and built this global brand. So
But at
he
the same time,
wins.
it's just like to be taking abuse 24/7. You know what I mean? Like that's brutal. And I think the thing that bothers him most too is like, that's his wife that people are talking all that shit about.
Sucks.
Like that's
And
it
it came out, it was overblown.
It's his
and she's
first
not-
love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
It's not overblown at all. It's not overblown. If anything, that whole podcast they did on Flagrant was probably the worst thing they could have done. That probably even fanned the flames even more. It was not overblown whatsoever. It was exactly what we thought it was. And he's got to live with the consequences of it, I guess.
he married the girl, and everyone's calling her this, that, and the
Whore and
other
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well,
we love Akaash.
Yeah.
We love Schultz.
Yep.
Do you though? Do you love Schultz really? Didn't you say in the Patreon episode they don't get along, they don't talk anymore? But I guess he just likes saying they're cool still because it makes you look good, I think that's why he does that. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, could be mistaken. I could be mistaken.
Yep.
Anyway,
That sucks.
That's
What is
it.
this?
That's just like this is just from.
Anyway, yeah, so that's them commenting on the Akaash thing. Not much of a comment, really. Obviously understandable given that they're all friends and colleagues and shit. I get it, but if you're gonna talk about it, you might talk about it properly. You get me? You might as well talk about it properly. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Absolutely. But yeah, Akaash is out here doing the damn thing. Okay. Oh, we done quite a lot of these already. No, cool. Let's do the last one then. Here, TFATK on Nina drama. I didn't really hear about this story. I'm not gonna lie. So I only found out about this when they were talking about it. But again, a typical really bad take on the situation. Let's press play because I don't think this wasn't one of Bryan Callen's stellar moments. I don't think. Let's press play here.
This one?
So it shows Diego Pavia, who's a quarterback for Vanderbilt, didn't get drafted. He's signed on with a free agent with the Baltimore Ravens. He's small and,
I thought that was schmo.
and super arrogant.
By the way, I find it really funny Brendan's calling anyone arrogant. I do find that kind of funny. I do kind of find it funny how Brendan is labeling anyone else super arrogant as a slight. I do find it funny.
This one?
So it shows Diego Pavia, who's a quarterback for Vanderbilt, didn't get drafted. He's signed on with a free agent with the Baltimore Ravens. He's small and,
I thought that was schmo.
and super arrogant. That's his issue. And has
was
a
just-
super hot mom.
He was just trying to flirt with her. He didn't realize what was happening. So this
Oh,
is
they have the
him.
video?
I work with the UFC, so yeah, yeah, and I know John and all these guys. So they invited me out. I'm live streaming, just so you know. My camera's on, just so you know.
That was the
Whoa.
Huh? No, it's good to not hit on me. Thank you.
He's just doing his thing. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, pretty girl out of
Unpopular opinion, but Nina drama is fucking annoying, man. Maybe I'm just wired differently, but I think the more annoying a girl is, the least attractive she is. It doesn't do nothing for me at all. She's kind of annoying. She's goofy. I'm not a fan at all. I find her content annoying. I just find her annoying. I find the way that she does her content where like it's just about her being hot and the UFC fighters trying to not flirt with her. I find it all fucking so fucking insulting. I don't know, it's just weird. It's just annoying. I don't know. I'm not a fan personally. I'm not a fan at all. 0, 0, 0. And also there's this thing that her and Pokemon do where they don't ever reveal their boyfriends as well. It's like, oh, this, and again, why do we swap in clothes? I'm not gonna talk too much about it and stuff. But yeah, let's just press play. I don't get this at all. I don't get this whole Nina drama thing one bit.
fight event.
Yeah,
Shooters are gonna shoot.
She's also like just beautiful with a great personality. Like any guy.
Again, like, cool, man. Doesn't excuse you being a goof. And also, what was this whole interaction?
In my opinion, like if you don't think she's attractive and you don't want her as your girlfriend, you're gay.
Agree.
Like
She's a
she's
very
incredible.
pretty Italian
She's
girl.
also super
She's
talented.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Super
Okay, let's maybe say some other things about her that don't just involve her looks. Can we describe some other things about her that just don't involve her looks, possibly? Or is it just all about the looks?
Italian. She's classy. Like she's not this.
Is she classy though? She's getting bent up like a pretzel in fucking jiu-jitsu gyms by random UFC guys. Is she really that classy though?
Fucking weird. Like you know, she's not. She's
like an OnlyFans.
She's wife material, bro. That's girlfriend material.
Yeah, wicked smart.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Callen, man, calm down. Wife material. Let's just relax. Let's relax a little bit. Callen is fucking on Nina, innit?
Yeah.
And funny. Great sense of humor
Really
and
good.
gorgeous.
It's just that move though. He's just like a weird arm touch thing.
He's
I know. I got you. It's all good.
I don't think it's weird. I also think that's what's wrong with
Brian. I love how Brian's excusing the weird, creepy touch from the guy. It's probably something he's done many times himself.
society. Like, oh, is it weird? Diego Pavia took a shot at fucking this gorgeous live streamer.
I don't blame. You know, we know Brendan likes her because that one time we don't see her anymore because they took it off. But remember when is it Exo had likes on it, right? Or you can see people's likes, and everyone was going through Brendan's, and he was like liking literally every picture of fucking Nina Drama. So we know Brendan likes what he sees. I didn't know Brian was also a fan, but yeah, Brian's also making, she's gorgeous. If you don't like her, you're gay. Yeah. Shut up, Bryan Callen.
This is why he was grabbing titty.
But Bubba, you know this is why 18-year-olds.
Yes.
Because they're on camera all the time. Why are you going to hit on a girl?
Yeah, big up Pity K. Isn't her husband a Cameron guy? Yeah, I heard that too. That's why I'm also not a fan. It's similar to the Pokimane stuff. Like Pokimane allegedly has a boyfriend, which is the neighbor. The guy that she's always introducing is like, oh, my neighbor. It's like, that's obviously your boyfriend. Like, what's this fake neighbor thing going on? It's so annoying. Honestly, it's really fucking doing my head in. It really is. Everyone's got a fucking, yeah, whatever. Let's continue.
You know,
it's like, oh, Pavia gets turned down by, like, you know,
fuck off. Like everything's being lost.
Nina Drama. It's like, okay.
And she was cool. By the way, she was trying to save him.
She was like, hey, we're live right now, Bubba.
You got to love her.
He's like, oh, so I shouldn't hit on you? She's like, no.
Yeah.
But also, all good.
You gotta love her for that. She's trying to save him. Relax, Callen. Relax. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his little face.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
I encourage kids to do that.
And if he's not familiar with her, fuck yeah, I'm shooting my shot.
Thank you.
Shoot your shot, definitely.
And she was great because she said, I don't want you to embarrass yourself. You're live streaming. You're on camera.
You also have no shot, Bubba.
Right.
You're a 5'4" quarterback signed as a free agent.
Hold it.
Why does Brendan hate that? I know that kid didn't do well, right, in the drafts. That Mexican kid. I think, is he Mexican, right? I know he didn't do well in the drafts, and everyone's taking the piss out of him for being slow and short, or whatever else it may be. But Brendan seems to have a little bit more of a hate boner for that kid. Like, chill out. If anything, Brendan should see himself in him because he's not, you know, the star man or whatever, but he's probably going to overcome and sign to somebody later on if he just keeps hustling. It's weird that Brendan would throw those little, you know, that little bit extra vim into the whole shebang. But hey, what do I know? Absolutely nada.
Hold on.
Wait, he's a quarterback?
Hey, he's still a NFL quarterback. That's 5'9". Big deal.
No, see, that's where you're fucking up.
Quarterback?
He's as much as NFL quarterback as I'm an NFL tight end. He got invited to camp.
Okay.
Hasn't made the team.
He's not a
is
tall
undrafted
man.
free agent.
Oh, that's the first time I've heard Brendan say that. I'm not gonna lie. Brendan usually likes to give away the innuendo. Likes to do the innuendo that he was in the NFL. But it's the first time he's actually admitted that. No, I wasn't never in it. You know, I might have had a cup of coffee at some place, but I'd never actually played for an NFL team because he makes it seem like he did. He makes it seem like he graduated with something in college or whatever degree, but which, you know, isn't his case, of course. Of course, it isn't the case. There you go. What's happening? We finished here? Not yet. One more bit. Big up everybody tuning in. By the way, we're gonna switch over to Ben Avery now. I'm gonna film. I'm gonna go to bed after this. We're gonna do a little bit of this and then go Ben Avery, and I'm gonna kip because I'm lagging.
Agent.
He's not a tall man.
No, that's his problem, and he's super arrogant.
That's a problem.
And so
you got to be arrogant to make it like
That's
that.
too
at that
short for a
level.
quarterback. Remember,
No,
Mark,
you're fine.
Mark
Oh,
Sanchez
Drew Brees,
played as
6 feet. 6 feet.
but Mark
Sure,
Sanchez couldn't even
exception.
see over the offensive line when he played for the Jets.
Hold on. Let me see Pavia. How tall is
But
he?
also remember, Nina Drama's around real celebrities, man.
He's listed
She's
at
not
6.
fucking with the free agent at Baltimore.
Yeah.
But again, he's unfamiliar with her work.
Now,
I'm familiar with your work, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But hold on. Oh, boy. Yeah, well, he's also around Giants, Bubba. He's probably 6 feet, right?
No, 5'9", 5'10", it said.
He was 5'9" at the combine.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. When you say he's not a quarterback, he's on the team.
He's not on the team.
Okay, he's not.
He got invited to camp.
Oh, okay.
He could get cut in mini camp right
Got
now.
it.
He has to go through the rookie camp. Then there's the fucking preseason. The odds are not for at a 5'9"
And to be a good
undrafted.
quarterback, you got to be able to see over the off.
Why is he so mad at this kid though? He has a bit of a bug in his body about this kid. Don't know why. Yeah, big up on the toes. Yeah, I'll do a bit of Ben Avery, then I'll go.
Offensive line.
I mean, there's 5'10" guys. There's 5'9",
big
5'10"
dudes.
guys that can do it, but it's very rare.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. Well, how tall is Mahomes?
Probably left the running too late, man. I'm an idiot. I should probably go for runs before 8 p.m. If I want to go on my evening runs, I should do it before 8 p.m. I left it too late, to be fair. It's my fault. I left it too fucking late.
6 feet?
No, 6'3".
No, Patrick Mahomes.
Look that up.
Is he that tall?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think so, Bubba.
No. Patrick Mahomes is not known as a short guy.
6'2".
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Anyway, we'll leave it there. Let's do Ben Avery. I want to do a little. I want to hear what Ben Avery had to say about the aftermath. Actually, let me actually really curious because I left it to do it with you guys. So I want to hear what he had to say. There's the aftermath. Yeah, I want to hear what he had to say after tonight. Jeff Dye aftermath. So I reacted to the Jeff Dye Ben Avery interview thing on the After Tonight show in real time. I didn't know what was happening. But I do remember reading the comments before I watched the video, and it did seem like a lot of people weren't that happy with Ben Avery's performance, which I didn't understand because I thought he killed it. But I've heard a lot of people saying Jeff Dye won, Ben Avery embarrassed himself, he was too aggressive, he was too this, but I thought Ben Avery did exactly what he was meant to in that situation. But some people really don't like it, so let's hear what he had to say. I'm curious to hear what he has to say about how it went and whatever else it may be. This is from the Very Good Clips YouTube channel. After Tonight, Jeff Dye aftermath, Ben Avery.
And he still thinks the YouTube channels are me. He thinks I run all the YouTube channels.
Yeah.
He thinks people that are tweeting at me that are like all the accounts that parody me on Twitter are me. He still doesn't believe it's not
No,
me.
he doesn't get it. He thinks you're on YouTube. I know. And that's when you were like, Jeff, you're so fucking retarded. Like that, you know.
Because he just doesn't listen to... Dude, he doesn't listen to anybody. Out of bed.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly. When I saw that, I go, that's all we can hope for at this point. I've been smoking on that dye pack all morning, bud. R.I.P. Bozo.
We might get Jace to call in, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jason and I are on Die Hard now. We didn't tell you. We signed a contract.
Let me see if Jace wants to... Should we call Jace right now?
Sure.
Let's see. Speaking of getting people out of bed.
Oh, God. Jace has been sick. He's been, we had a long week in Austin.
Oh, damn.
But honestly, he needs to get his shit together because we came back from Austin and then I've been out
Come on,
all
let's get
day.
the aftermath.
Yes, believe him.
Where's Jeff Dye stuff?
Hey, can you hear me?
He's the most Indian white guy.
That's psycho. I was like, yeah, I know. He made some good points, and he just seems like a nice guy. So I just figured, what the hell?
He's a really nice guy.
I'm taking my talents.
He gave me...
Yeah, I'm taking my talents to Toluca Lake.
Did he offer you the $50 gift card at Lids? Because that's why I signed.
That's funny.
Yeah, he gave me that, and he said we could go to BJ's and get a Pizookie together. He said all the Dave & Buster's tokens you want, buddy.
What did you think? Did you listen to it at all, Jace?
No, I tried to listen to it. It gave me horrible anxiety, and I had to turn off the video. But, I said to Devin, I go, this is D-Day for us. This is Die Day. You know,
It's Die Day. Yeah. It's Die Day.
It's Die Day.
Here's what when I saw it, I go, you know what?
Yeah.
Ben is a star maker. All this guy does is create stars.
I know, truly,
he's a star himself,
truly.
but sometimes he sucks ass to help the ass sucker.
That's right. I make the pass to the kid with special ed to make the game-winning shot.
There is some truth to it, though. Like, has Jeff Dye been any more popular than he is now? In a bad way, of course. Ben Avery's commentary and hatred towards Jeff Dye has actually helped him out, because he was never this big. I don't think personally, never was. So that's really the joys of stuff like AI in general.
For everyone to go down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Ben. It was an
I heard
amalgamation.
it was a trip.
It was an amalgamation of everything Ben is. Ben is everything.
Sure.
Ben is brilliant at noon, and then at 2 p.m. he's shitting himself and making no sense. And then at 5 he's killing it. And then at 7 God knows what's happening. He's all over.
I know.
And that call was everything.
Gets a little EP. Yeah, it was Dark Ben. Dark Ben logged on.
It was Dark Ben. He sounded like it or something, sticking his head out of the sewer
So good.
and being like faggot, and then coming back down, and then everyone's like, "What the hell? What about? Come on, what's going on here? What is this?" And Jeff Dye's like, "What are you doing? Why are you dressed in clown makeup coming out of the sewer? Talk to me." And Ben's like, "Well, I mean, you're very mean to me. You shit all over me in the."
I want to hear the commentary from. And these are funny jokes, but I want to hear what fucking Ben Avery has to say about the whole thing. Come on.
We want kind of like a Frankenstein, like a 43-year-old
But
Frankenstein.
that's what I ultimately want. I still want to do Die Hard, not to talk about the past. I want to move forward. I'll pay for the production cost of a full episode, which I understand is $250 per episode per his producer's website. I want to go on. I hate debate culture. Debate culture is very gay and makes me nauseous. I don't like it. I debated a Zionist once on this show, and I just called him an F-slur the whole time. I don't know how to debate. I don't know how to do that. If I was in the arena of idea, of ideas?
Oh, sure.
The Socratic thing or whatever,
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
just
yeah.
be standing, and there'd be a circle of people around me, and I'd be like, "You're retarded. You're a fag.
Oh, you'd be the strangest man alive. You are the strangest man alive. I think that's the beauty.
How much I want to blow my brains out for doing that. I thought I was like the cool guy with I got the bouncy ball I throw around, and I'm like, no, you're.
Any commentary from Ben Avery on this? Come on, bro.
I'm not going to. You need to change your behavior or being pushed out.
Compete with weird AI cyberbullying. He just can't handle it. He's like water. He's gonna fit whatever vessel he's poured into, and unfortunately, we have an evil vessel now.
Did you try to see him say that Red Bar is not funny when he did Skanks?
I didn't. No.
He said someone's unfunny. Just like there's this guy numero uno Josh Denny fan on Twitter who is amazing account and collects everything.
Yeah,
great account. I saw on their Twitter shared the clip of Jeff Dye brings up Red Bar. He goes, "Unfunny people, like Red Bar." And Big J and Dave and Lewis were like, "Hey man," they go,
"Relax.
He's actually a very good broadcaster and wildly funny."
Yeah.
And Jeff was like, "Oh no, I think he's great." Immediately folds.
Yeah, he just turns. He doesn't know what's happening. He thought he'd be hanging out with the cast of The Hills for the rest of his life and just going to fucking Pink Tacos in West Hollywood and riding the bull at Saddle Ranch.
I don't think
doing drunk girls be like jokes. But then he fucking tried to ride a political wave, and I don't think the man has read an article his whole life.
Devin, I think the timeline's a little messed up here. I think he was kind of getting pushed out, and friends stopped being friends with him because he doesn't accept responsibility for anything. And he's, like I said, everybody at the store is like, he's really mean.
Yeah, I know.
If you can't help his career, he's very mean.
I know.
To you.
I've heard this.
And a joke thief.
I've heard this, and I've been.
I don't know if this is necessary to tell people on the pod though. So what if he's mean? I think it's better to maybe point out if he's a dickhead, but the whole mean thing is that could be easily misinterpreted. So what if he is one? I mean, I don't know. I don't get why that would be a question. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. what that should be a question in the first place. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, man. I'm fucking flailing, as you can tell. I am flailing. We will pick this up again tomorrow. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be in better spirits and be able to do it properly. Big up everybody in the stream chat. I appreciate you. Smash the like, hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm more sprightly and I don't fucking do my run an hour before I'm about to stream, because that was a bad move, man. That was a bad fucking move. Going for a run an hour before I stream and then having a shower, which obviously put me in a bit of a and then coming on here was a bad move. I will not be doing that again tomorrow. I'll leave at least 4 hours in between. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Take care of yourselves. Oh yeah, and Taz tomorrow too. There'll be a Taz in the morning. But for now, peace. Who's that in the kick chat as well? I see someone in the kick chat before I leave. Let me say bye. Who are you? Oh, big up Nonchalant Charlotte. Oh yeah, comedy enforcement too. I got to do that tomorrow. Shit, let me get that up actually. Let me see what his face is saying before I leave. Let me see what comedy enforcement's face is saying. Is he alright? Where the fuck did he go, mate? Where the fuck did comedy enforcement disappear to? I'm glad to see he's back though. Comedy enforcement. Yeah, good to see he's back, man. There he is. He's back.
This is the most amazing thing ever. There's never been a time in my career ever where I could sell a theater or a club or just with people that I communicate with online. And it's cool that what we're doing, the way we're doing it too, is that we're all doing it together.
For a while, things felt different. Joe Rogan.
It's the same, isn't it? What's he been there? You just need a mental health break or something, or you went away. Fair play, man. Big up comedy enforcement. You're back. Well, good to see you, man. Good to see the guy. Good to see the king is back.
In his circle, we're not just seen as entertainers chasing fame and money. They have the trust of millions. To many, they felt like the last outsiders left. For the first time, comics didn't need TV, no network, no gatekeepers, no permission. The kind of censorship that once defined stand-up comedy just wasn't there anymore. Just a microphone, conversations that you wouldn't see on TV, and an audience that kept growing. It was like finding a new version of the same game. Same players, but no restrictions, more attention, more freedom, more money. Of course, it dominated.
This internet wave that we're on right now. The internet wave, people are craving this type of information. They're craving
It's really Jewish there, isn't it? In these particular pictures. This old kind of style. He looks either Jewish or he looks kind of like Egyptian or something here, isn't it?
Type of interviews you guys are doing and talking to the people you guys are talking to.
People like the fact that everybody could do everybody's show. It's not like Jimmy.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow, bro. Good to see comedy enforcement back. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace.